No craffin' way! Oh.
I survived! And it doesn't even hurt!
I have one meeting happening on one side of me and the other meeting happening on the other side of me. Okay, perfect.
Right. 1,
all right.
2,
2, 3. All right,
go.
EJ has too many guys that want to kiss her.
I don't know what to do because like there's all over there and it's just like
EJ, it's like I don't understand. I can't be a good therapist if she's trying to always every guy that shows up in her life shows up to me, and I've had to deal with like 3 different people all asking me about asking out EJ when I don't even care. All I want to do is help out EJ, but at the end of the day, all these people need my help, but the help that they need is just gonna end up getting them rejected all day long. So it's like, what's the point of my life if I'm just here to be like what? A vessel for people to get rejected over and over and over again? Is that all I exist for? I mean, what's the point of therapy if all I do is just, cause problems and then you just get full on.
The law right now.
A gift is never just a gift. The truly worthy are always chosen before they are aware. When the curtain pulls, we hope you'll see the stage we've set for you.
Unto others. And do you recall the very phrase that I usually say?
That we have to look inside ourselves to open the damn door. Now open the damn door!
Well, brother?
Hello? Hello?
Do you believe in yourself?
I think he's excited.
Yay! You
This
gotta
isn't
walk
necessary.
away.
How can I? How can I? How can I after all of this? After everything you and I have talked about. You're my sister, and I'm not fucking going anywhere, okay?
Hello, chat. Hi! Happy Tuesday, everybody. That slaps hello. Oh, look at these people. Dexton scooping up that first. Perkins with the second. And Jerry with the third. Let's go. How's it going? How you doing today, everybody? Savannah, hello, hi. Happy Tuesday, everybody. How we doing? How's it going? Hope everyone's having a lovely week so far. Sorry about being hella MIA. I hope y'all are having an excellent week so far. Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hello, and Kiflam, brother.
Hello. You scared the shit out of me. I didn't realize you were in here.
It's quite all right.
How are you?
You know, quite well. Emotionally preparing myself for what may or may not have happened over the past
Great.
couple of days.
I'm about to ruin your fucking day.
Oh, good. Okay. You know what? All right. Where would you like to speak?
Here.
Ah, indeed. By the grace of craft, let us speak.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the bathroom. It can be like anywhere, but we don't have to go anywhere. Okay, so actually, hold
on. We need to get some tables. Okay, that is good. I'm in Canada. Talking around. Afraid I have much to discuss.
Oh. Are you okay?
Me? I do believe I just may be. Perhaps. I do not know yet. Do I have a...
Much better.
Ah, indeed. Seems I have some shopping to get done at some point today, but that is neither here nor there.
Yep, there are more pressing matters.
Of course.
Where do you want to start? Worst of the worst, or not so bad?
You know what? Let's start at a low point and end high.
Great. So we'll start with the not so bad and work our way high as in the worst, right?
You know what? Let's reverse that.
Edgar wants to meet with you. One-to-one, but he did say I am able to join. That if you feel more comfortable with me being there, so you're not alone, it would be us with him. I did meet with him yesterday. Again, I finally, after our days of phone tag, was able to have that meeting. And it went pretty well. I did ask him a little bit about the lighthouse because I don't know if you were here when this happened, but EJ started getting more poems, but at the same time of the poems, numerous phone numbers texting her, very ominous and threatening things. And at the
7
same
days.
time, yes, and at the same time, Clay. So we did confirm that that was Ethan's friends. And so I asked him about the lighthouse a bit. You know, it's, as you know, I'm already well aware of the lighthouse and Norman Bones and the happenings. It's a tale as old as time, really, in Los Santos. And, you know, this isn't my first rodeo with that whole mess. But I just wanted to see what he would say. You know, I think that my approach of being friendly with Edgar is actually working and getting us far. I asked him if he had been watching us, surveilling us, and he was upfront and said yes. But I don't know. I feel like his honesty, he was looking for something, but I don't really think he's gonna find it. I pulled in Eliza here. So I met with Edgar. We spoke of many things. I learned more about the lighthouse and the horrors that it holds. You know, this is just my own private thoughts of it, but you know, anyone who's been in Los Angeles for a long time have probably heard its tales. In our last meeting, Edgar and I had heard a broadcast about an attack on Fort Zancudo, and it mentioned that it had been linked to, it could have been linked to the Faceless. I did go back to Zancudo while you were away, and I did find something of interest. I found a locked door. Then Edgar mentioned he wanted to meet with you to understand why you fear him. I asked him if he killed Barry, and he said he did not. He says he doesn't know. He said he didn't really know Barry, and he just kind of got mixed up in some shit, but he doesn't know who killed him. I then took him to the cemetery because he knows about these radio frequencies. And I took him to the island where the first radio you had found was. And he examined it. And do you know who's in the sarcophagus right there on the island? The big one in the center?
I do not.
Well, while we were there, well, before we get to that, so I felt like he was telling the truth about Barry. He just seemed remorseful. He did tell me some other personal things about his time and with Norman Bones, and I think his story really kind of made me believe him in a way. because he admitted to killing other people, right? And he seems like he did kind of feel bad about it, but he said he did not kill Barry. I mean, but my feelings is not relevant here. It's really a matter of facts. We don't know if he did. We don't know if he didn't. So then we went to the cemetery, and when we were there, he told me that he heard a different broadcast than the one we heard together, me and him, where the radio exploded after it concluded. He has not told me what was on that broadcast. He said that he would tell us in the meeting together with you.
Thanks for the follow. What's up?
But then at the big stone grave on the island, we found a note in a notebook, and he said that it makes sense after he read that note, but he wouldn't say who was at the grave. But again, he said that he will tell us when he's sure. But I did jot down a copy of the note, and it said, "Dear Dad, I do not know if you're in pain. I do not know if you're at peace. I do not know if you need help. I do not know if there's anything anyone can do. I do not know if anything anymore. I don't know what's meant for me. I've been lost for a while, maybe as lost as you. Have you felt lost for long? I am still here. I've been here. Please don't leave us again. I think we all need you in our own ways. Love you forever. Your daughter." Then, you know, I feel like me and Edgar, our conversations are very testing the waters of how much we can trust each other. And I think that it's paying off. He seems to find me being straight up with him very refreshing. He even said he's fond of me. But I think that it's, as much as we have to be careful with him, I think that he knows more that can help us solve this. Then EJ, I was with EJ, and she delivered 12 combos to a house on Fudge Lane for Edgar at around 10:50 Eastern Los Santos time. There were at least 4 to 5 cars parked outside, and I did see CJ in attendance, and also Bjorn. Do you know who Bjorn is?
I'll have to admit the name escapes me.
He's a big, burly, buff guy. Really, really big. I think he owns the gym in Vespucci on the beach.
Oh, the gym guy.
Yeah,
He was one of the
fridge on his back.
Lars, one of the first people actually called to get information for the
Mm-hmm. And
Okay,
he used to be part of a gang back in the day, but I don't know if they're around. The guild or something. But he was there because I, recognized his ass out of a crowd. But they invited EJ inside the house, and she said that it was weird and very like a cult. But so she delivered the food, then we went off on our way. She just texted me and said she had tea. She's at work. I talked to her very briefly. She said that she has tea about people and cameras at the center, but then she said she had to go. And then furthermore, I really feel like I'm you now. Okay. So then furthermore,
Diego's had a busy couple of days.
The smoothie booth did get re-rented. I did find in this warehouse all of these pictures, which I sent to you, of all these like old Epsilon stuff all over the place. Boxes and boxes of old pamphlets. Who is our visitor?
Was the door not locked?
Hello, Kiflam.
Hello, Kiflam. Welcome.
Hey there, guys. Kiflam. Can I speak to, I believe. Let me double check here. What's the name? Sorry, my boss told me here. Eliza. Is Eliza here?
Ah, I am indeed the person that you
seek.
How
you doing, Kiflom?
Ah,
how you
indeed.
doing? Hey there, how you doing?
Kiflom to you as well, indeed.
Kiflom. So I actually work for the oh my god, yeah, the radio right there. Wow, it's awesome. You put it there. Wow, that's pretty impressive place. I actually work for the LS News here. I'm not too sure if you heard radio broadcasts all over the radio here. My name
who hasn't? It's a very popular channel indeed.
Absolutely. I'm gonna give you my ID right here, just in case for any confidential information here. My name is Carbon Ashford. I do work for LS News, and I was just hoping we could get to actually put you on the news, have your voice here actually on the news, conduct a little interview, and I record you and send it to the editors at the fucking HQ, and they do what they gotta do, right? Kiflom.
Kiflom indeed.
Kiflom, absolutely. Kiflom.
Absolutely indeed.
Absolutely.
To catch you up, Ashton, this wonderful Mr. Ashford here is intrigued in getting an interview. Is it a profile about Nu Epsilon at large, I imagine?
Yeah, basically everything right here. I just want to talk about how you feel about these, the actual piece we did on you the other day, right? It was about the people that actually, these hidden investors that actually, bought this place, right? Really awesome. We are doing another business segment, again, and we want to actually, be more kind of like, have your voice heard, and also you as well, and obviously you, Ashton Kiflom, is that your name there?
Yeah, it was Ashton.
Kiflom, brother.
Kiflom.
Absolutely. So if you I can set up in the back here and get my tools out, and if you're ready, we can fucking conduct the interview. You know what I mean?
Indeed. I regret that we are not fully furnished and finished with our
That's
renovations, but you are, of course, more than welcome as a member of the press corps to set up wherever you are most comfortable and wherever there aren't any piles of asbestos to interrupt your work. Indeed.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna get my van here. I'm probably gonna do it in the back here. So, you stay here. You do what you got to do, right? I'm gonna set up in the back, and I'll probably be like 3-5 minutes, okay? And I'll give you a little knock on the door. All right?
Oh, of course. We are at our leisure, indeed.
All right, Kiflom.
Kiflom to you, indeed.
Kiflom, indeed.
Kiflom. Thank you, Kiflom.
What the fuck am I waking up to?
Top 10 most suspicious things. Number 9 will surprise you.
Nothing will surprise us anymore.
Nothing.
I'm just gonna... Can someone lock this door? My key doesn't work.
Was the door locked before?
I have no idea.
No, I would assume.
Quite intriguing indeed.
But I don't know, because I ran out to my car to get my notebook, and maybe my
This guy
key
show you
didn't
like
work.
a press badge or anything?
He just showed his ID.
Okay.
I don't see any harm in it necessarily, except for the mention of the investors, which is still something that is nameless to us.
Do you think he's gonna do whatever you say and just edit the fuck out of it so it's...
Oh, I 100% believe I'm going to get Coolsville sucks.
Fuck.
I'm gonna get Coolsville sucks. That's just the nature of it. So the question is, do I double down on it?
Do we record our own audio version of it? as backup?
Oh, so that we can... Oh, you know what, Diego? That is actually a good idea. Here, let's get a little away from the door, I suppose. Well, I was gonna go to the SecuroServ meeting, but more pressing matters are important to tend to. And I can catch up afterwards, indeed. I imagine that I am not nearly caught up with what Diego was discussing, but perhaps best to
yeah, we can
finish our conversation after. Indeed. Well,
but I hope that what I've told you so far does not bring anxiety or fear to you. I know we talked about this path, but I just want to be conscious of your feelings.
To be more clear about my feelings, perhaps. The man himself I am not afraid of. The people around him and the actions that he does, I'm afraid of what will happen to the people I care about. Now, the man himself disgusts me.
Understandable.
And I have a difficult time reconciling that, especially with what I claim to preach.
Oh, just random number.
Not that preach is the word I want to use, but...
Should I answer this random number?
I mean, of course.
Yes.
Good things always come from that.
Hello.
Perma the Kiflop tree, fast laps. Where is this coming from?
Oh, I'm sorry. May I ask who's calling? Oh, Corbin?
Ah.
Oh, the door's locked. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that. There you go. It should be. There you go.
Ah, guys. Hey, how you doing?
Our apologies, a bit of a force of habit.
No problem. If you guys want to follow me at the back here, I got everything set up. I got the lights, got the batteries here in case someone tries to interrupt us. Oh man, we can get the show on the goddamn road.
Indeed.
Kiflo. All right. You know, I must say here, this is a beautiful, really beautiful establishment you got going on here, man. Like, it's awesome.
It is quite incredible. Thank you kindly. It's actually, this particular building has been around for 157 years. It actually started out as a Montessori, believe it or not.
Yeah, Montessori, yeah, exactly, you know, and now look at it, you know, look at it now. It's being ran by the Kiflows, you know, and it's amazing, to be honest. All right, just set it up over here. All right. Go get the camera out. Get the mic out. 1 second here. Get the boomstick. 1 second here.
Of course. Feel free to let us know where the best mark is. Of course, I imagine natural lighting is probably the best for what you're looking for, yes?
Yep, absolutely. Yep, we are going for natural lighting, even though there's actually no, you know, video actually being recorded here.
Radio. I forgot.
Exactly. To be honest with you, I don't know why there's a light here, but that's the way that I was told to do it. I'm just doing my boss here. Feel free to come inside the barrier. Come closer. Come closer
of course, of course.
Absolutely here. Absolutely. Okay. So, when you're ready here, I'm going to ask a couple of questions. If you want to, you know, if you want to cough, if you want to, you know, do some vocal exercises, let me know now.
Indeed.
Before we begin.
Kiflam lifcom, kiflam kit lifcom, by the grace of Kif.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right, I'm ready. Okay. Let me just get the where the fuck did all right, 1 second here. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. Thank you, radio host. Yep, we're here live actually with one of the fuck. Cut that actually. Can we just cut that right quick? Yes, cut that. All right.
The live producer.
Sorry, what's your name there? The purple hair, sorry.
Oh, Diego de Leon.
Diego de Leon. And sorry, your name is Ashton, right?
Ashton Shirlingham, yep.
Ashton Shirlingham. All right. here we go. I'm just gonna say I'm here with the Epsilon. Okay, that's better. All right.
Nu Epsilon.
3, 2, 1, go. Thank you. I'm actually here live and direct with the Nu Epsilon here. We're actually going to be conducting an interview for the business segment here of the LS Radio. And actually, we have Diego and Eliza and Action Sohaya. All right, so, Eliza, how's it been operating Nu Epsilon?
It has been a wonderful mix of challenges and delights, as with running any rebooted nonprofit program.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you've heard a previous radio broadcast. We've actually seen you reach out, and you have a really big reach within the city. A lot of people start to engage with the Epsilon, and the word Kiflome is running the goddamn city. How do you feel about that, Kiflome?
Well, I'll have to admit, I am quite flattered and pleasantly surprised. I do believe that it is a sign that we all are ready for a paradigm shift in the way that we approach each other, ourselves, and the world around us.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I just want to say a couple things right now. You know, it's my first time actually meeting you in person. Kiflome to
indeed.
you. And I just want to say it's amazing. And now the kind of big question here that I have is the investors that came here and bought this lovely establishment to then hand to you. How do you feel that there are some big players within the city that are actually looking at you and think you are doing a fantastic job?
Not to repeat myself again here, but I am flattered and quite surprised that anyone would see what we are doing and see fit to invest in it. You know, our goal is not necessarily a capital gain, but it is nice to have, you know, the support of those with the means so that we can make our works more potent and wide-reaching. We've had a fair number of anonymous donors and generous patrons of our works, and we are grateful to them all indeed.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And, you know, last question before we wrap up this segment here. Do you have any idea, you know, has these private investors contact you after that? Because we, the news, would love to know who these investors actually are. Because, you know, maybe they can invest in us, you know? Any idea who they are?
Well, this is actually a phenomenal question. You know, discretion, especially in the realm of nonprofits, is something that is prized very much, and I wouldn't want to be gauche to demand the identity of someone who wished to remain anonymous. Kindness is not reciprocal indeed, and if someone is giving, why, who are we to disrespect their generosity by begging their identity?
Exactly. Well, that's going to conclude this business segment here with the Nu Epsilon here. If you want to say any last words before we do, you know, have to end this right here, I want to say one word, and that's Kiflome. Anybody else here? Oh, there's a phone.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, that'll be cut out. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Any last words here, guys?
You know, I just would like to say, you know, it has truly been a pleasure to work alongside Eliza and the people of Los Santos to help create a better, safer, more equitable Los Santos.
Absolutely, brother.
And cut. Beautiful, guys. Wow, that was fucking amazing. That was actually incredible, guys. You know,
indeed. Are you sure my answers weren't too generic? I was trying to remember my media training.
No, that was fantastic. Obviously, this is going to be heard by everybody. So you don't want to give too much. You don't want to also sound a bit, you know, like a robot. You sounded, you know, amazing here. You know.
Oh, well, that's very kind and generous.
You know, now that the cameras and the microphones are off, you actually don't know who the investors are, because we actually are looking for some investment here. We are actually looking. I'm driving a fucking trash ass van. I got a fucking light here for no fucking reason. There's no video going on here. Do you actually know who the investors actually are? Because if you do, tell them to hit my goddamn live.
Well, indeed. Admittedly, the identity of the investors we're not at liberty to share. However, we do work very closely with a group by the name of SecuroServ that is is basically a multimedia / commerce department that specifically seeks to invest in intrepid businesses, entrepreneurs, and creatives alike. And I must say, Corbin, you of anyone, as a member of the press corps, do deserve all of the support you can get, for journalism is paramount. It is incredibly important, indeed.
Exactly, because here's the thing, right? You need to understand that knowledge is power. Okay, nothing should be hidden, right? Everybody should know knowledge. Everything should know what's going around in the city. Everybody should know what, the movement you guys are doing. Nu Epsilon, Kiflom, brother, sister, mother. Everything, right? And that's my job. I'm here to make sure everybody's aware what's going on with this goddamn lovely city we live in.
Now, Corbin, I have a question for you.
Absolutely.
Would you mind
Why are we
telling
getting
me
so many phone calls?
when and where can we hear this wonderful broadcast? I've always wanted to hear myself on the radio.
And it's funny you mentioned it. Matt's going to be going to the headquarters right now. I'm going to get the editors to do the edits. You actually might hear it tonight, actually, later on tonight. We got the special broadcast the next 2 hours here. So you guys obviously might hear that through the radio inside your lovely establishment here. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's great.
All right. Well, guys, appreciate you guys. Thank you for your time, okay?
Thank you.
Indeed.
We appreciate you.
All right.
Of course,
Now,
of course. I'll have to say, I know the light setup is excellent for setting up ambiance, and comfort like that is perfect for establishing the tone for interviews. So
absolutely right.
Indeed.
People have, last time I did the interview, they were like, why you got a light on if there's no camera? And I'm like, listen to me, man. At the end of the day, this is the mood lighting. Mood lighting sets the tone, sets the mood, right?
It's comforting.
So, exactly.
Indeed.
Exactly. Well,
and Corbin, I put a little donation in your glove box for you because
Diego, let's
I
fucking
celebrate
go!
the freedom of the press, and I want to do what I can to support you all.
Kiflom.
It's not much, but it's all I had.
Thank you, guys. You guys made me shed a tear here. So again, thank you guys. All right.
Well, you're doing good work.
You should be receiving more of such compliments, indeed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, you guys have a lovely Kiflom day, and I'm gonna go Kiflom back home.
Indeed.
All right. Beautiful.
Indeed.
I call my boss. Kiflom, guys. Kiflom.
Maybe this journalism entry will win a daytime crafty.
Hey, boss. How you doing? Yeah, I just got down with the Kiflom in Nu Epsilon. Beautiful.
I wish I still had my camera up.
But it doesn't have audio.
Oh yeah, it doesn't, but still, How did you all feel that went?
As good as it could.
Indeed.
I mean, it's gonna be very different. I'm sure tonight.
I got 3 phone calls at the same time.
From who?
From Seth, from Junior, and from Lane.
Oh, great.
One of those days.
Also, that guy showed up right at the perfect time, too.
He really did. Just one of those days. Kiflom.
It is just one of those days. Question. So I put together a little business proposal that I wanted you to review.
Yes.
So they're releasing, or they're not releasing, but there's a new license. Pharmaceuticals.
Really?
You could get a pharmaceutical license and then run a legit pharmacy.
Really?
No way.
That could be a good for-profit for us to run to help feed the nonprofit. And I think that it has to be approved through the San Andreas Medical Board or whatever. And the mayor, I do believe the newly elected Nino Chavez owes us a fucking favor.
My Nino's mayor again?
Yep.
What the fuck? Come on.
I'm not gonna say rigged, but...
Oh, Eliza, come on. It's the most rigged shit in the world.
Okay, but he owes us.
This is true.
And if he can push our app But the thing is we had to have a licensed pharmacist who's like a doctor that specializes in pharmacy. So I was thinking maybe Stacy, if she's into it, because she's partial to us, and we could just own it, but she could be the licensed doctor.
That is a pretty good idea.
Okay, so here is, and then, you know, all of the imagery on there is all royalty free vector images.
Oh.
From real artists.
It appears that I perhaps may not have permission.
One moment.
Here, I'll just have Hiflob Care is such a good name.
Try again.
Same issue, it seems. Hold on, let's try.
Okay, maybe that one.
Ah.
Kiflam Care Pharmacy. Accessible health for Los Santos.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. This is good.
Thanks. I saw them twatting about it, and I figured I better jump on this opportunity because YOLO.
It's so fun. This is fun.
I read the legislation, and so it does require like a medical doctor. If you do deliveries, that's fine, but you need a 311 before, and then there needs to be a manifest list. I think deliveries are optional, so that would be something we could offer or not. But I just did it, you know, just in case we wanted to put our hat in the running. But if not, that's totally good too.
I think we should not give Clay a key to this if this happens.
Oh,
no, this would be no.
It would be under the umbrella, but not specifically for members.
So yeah, if you want to review that when at your leisure, if there's any changes, you should have edit access. And then once you are satisfied, I can submit the application.
Incredible. I will pay more attention to it later. I wonder what the
Indeed.
Now that
this was just yesterday that they started talking about it, so
I think this is good. Incredible.
Yeah, and then
that's so
it would
good.
Just be a nice additional service to offer, you know, for the community.
Very much agreed, indeed.
Yeah, I try to ask myself, WWLD, what would Liza do? What would Eliza do? WWED. WWED.
WWED.
I'm not good with acronyms.
WWED.
Acronyms.
What would you do?
What would Eliza do?
What would Diego do? What would Ashton do?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, ooh, the dollar signs, you know.
Let's see. Do you want to continue catching up, or do you want to pay a brief visit to the SecuroServ meeting? Because I imagine you still have quite a bit to.
I have just a little bit more, but
indeed.
it's not too much. So I found.
Oh, cats!
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Raiders!
That
Hi,
house,
Raiders!
I know which house it is now, the one that EJ mentioned, so that's interesting.
Indeed.
So
was it what we suspected before?
Yes.
Raiders, what's up? Cap, thank you so much for the raid.
The connection with CJ being at that house as well, so she's
thank
in some way aligned with whatever Edgar is up to. Edgar did tell me that the reason he comes around here is because he wants it to look good on his record. You know, which is interesting because if CJ's with Edgar, that I'm assuming Buddha is with CJ, who's with Edgar. Two people, same crime, very different outcomes. And I asked Edgar why he thinks that is, and does he feel like he got
thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the follows. Cap, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream today.
And he's not sure why. He did ask me if I knew who the Oracle was or anything about them. And I said, no.
Oh.
I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Did he just ask that out of nowhere?
Well, he said basically like, if I ask something, then I have to answer something for him. And I said, sure. So I told him I didn't know. Then I asked him a little bit more about the faceless too, because that.
You asked him about that?
Yes. But here's why. Before Ashton, before you.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, listen. Here's why. Because the broadcast I heard when I was with Edgar mentioned the faceless.
That's right. Okay.
And Edgar asked me if I'd ever heard of the faceless before, because it said that they were investigating if the faceless was part of the attack on Zenkudo. And he said, oh, the faceless, do you know them? But when I asked him about it and I said, hey, did you ever learn any more about that like face group or whatever, that gang or whatever that did that possibly did the Zenkudo attack? And he said, I never said anything about the faceless. And I said, no, you did after that broadcast. Because remember, I heard a broadcast while
Face
with
Clan.
Edgar.
Face up.
So these broadcasts are not targeted just to you, Eliza. They are to many people.
Of course.
All with different things.
Oh, hopefully I haven't made it seem like I'm the only target for any of this.
No. But it's just, we only know what's been happening. We're the only people that I've ever heard of until now that's heard these fucking weird broadcasts. Edgar also said he comes here every single day to fuck with that radio on the roof to see if he can hear another broadcast.
Oh, that's good.
And that's when I told him there are many radios in the world. You just have to simply look.
You know how that journalist, that Corbin pointed out that radio over there.
Yeah, it's wild that he did.
Yeah.
And then he told us that we can listen to this here on our radio. So,
Cap, thank you again for the raid. I hope you're having a great stream. What up, Raiders? Hope you're having a great Tuesday.
Are you willing to meet with Edgar? Just, you don't have to change your mind about him. Just to have the discussion. That way he'll continue to work with us and give us more information. Because I need to know, one, whose grave that is and who the daughter is. And two, what was on the broadcast that he heard where the radio exploded.
Okay, but how much are we going to have to give up in order to get those
He
answers?
just wants to speak to Eliza alone, or I can be there as well. I know Edgar is Edgar, but he's being honest with me, and we need to use that angle, just like we talked about. We're taking a different approach, and we're getting somewhere. So we need to play it coy. You know, I'm not, do not worry, I'm not like besties with Edgar, Eliza. But he's giving us information. I also asked if he went and checked out Zenkudo after that radio broadcast, and he said he did, but he didn't find anything substantial. But I did.
And there was Epsilon stuff in that warehouse?
No, that is a different warehouse.
The one across from Pictures or a different one?
The one across from Pictures.
Yeah, that's...
I think it's just an old storage space from Chris Fromage.
Admittedly, I've been just using it to dump stuff and leave stuff for people to pick up when I'm feeling saucy.
We brought Clay there and made him think he was like in big trouble.
Interesting.
But
this door at Zenkudo was locked. Tucked away in the back for one of the air hangers.
I feel like this music might be a little too aggressive right now.
Door, you know, like a garage door. With a black,
it's too exciting
wooden door in the center of it. Hey, let me call you back, EJ.
Thank you for the follows, everybody.
Goodbye.
I'm curious about this tea that EJ has, indeed.
Me too. Should I have her come here?
Yeah.
If she wishes to, I'd be happy to hear it.
So that's the other thing.
Giflom, everybody. What's up? Thanks for the new follows.
EJ and Clay, obviously know a little bit more that there's like some kind of like sus shit happening.
I am currently working on a project. It is not quite a red yarn board, but it is it'll be something that we'll be putting in the file cabinet in the antechamber.
We need to get more keypads. I also bought a bunch of notebooks for us as well in my cart.
Incredible.
Because we need to start, I think we need to start documenting our findings, which is kind of what I did with my thoughts, just in case I didn't see you for a while. I could leave it in our area for you to find. Because I think things are going to start heating up.
So what was his name? Corbin,
was it Anderson?
No. Ashford?
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Anish, thank you for the follow. What's up? Like I've mentioned before, I am open to the idea of meeting him, but I will admit I am cautious by virtue of the fact that a couple of months ago I made a perhaps overextended effort to get in contact with him, only to be brushed off and ignored and told that I was at fault for not looking more seriously into what happened to Barry. And now, instead of approaching me directly, he is using proxies.
Oh, no, he definitely wanted to speak to you directly, but you just weren't around.
Well, he has my number.
Yeah. He seems like he's a bad texter or caller-backer. Yeah, because I met him yesterday from the whole, like, him calling me and phone tag we've been playing since the last time I saw you. I mean, not to defend him and his phone etiquette, but...
No, it's good to have an even-handed perspective on this.
You know, but,
I definitely don't need to tell you to be careful, but this is,
Oh, no, I am very careful.
I have no doubt of that.
Every time I've gone to meet with him, there's always been someone who knew who I was meeting with, in case something happened.
I hope you don't take my concerns as distrust of you or your capabilities. It's simply a hope that history doesn't repeat itself, because Barry got close to Edgar and had very friendly exchanges with him. Maybe me overcooking or overthinking, but that is where my concern is coming from right now.
I understand. And
it's definitely valid,
yeah. And it's funny because
it's
when
valid,
I was talking
chat.
to Edgar, he said that he didn't do it, and that that makes me think that if Edgar is telling the truth and he did not do it, then others are watching Edgar.
And people who have said that he was the one that did it are just liars, which unfortunately is seeming more likely now. Jordan told me that he confessed to doing it to her.
But do we trust Jordan?
No, I don't.
45% of the time, I'll be honest. She's given good warnings, but outside of that, it's unfortunate, but I want to believe her. I want to believe that, you know. Because I feel like she's constantly getting dogpiled on, but there's got to be a point where you recognize that. There's a point where you need to recognize that you're the drama.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He did tell me, too, that you did confront him about the murder and said that you found a note in your pocket or something that said he did it. But then later you said that was a lie. Just to see if you'd confess.
Actually, that wasn't a lie.
So it was true, but you told him it was a lie.
Yeah.
Was the note from Jordan?
No.
What was the note from?
It was on Barry's body.
Because if
But I didn't recognize his handwriting, so...
But also, if Edgar did it, why would he put a note on the body that said, "Ask Edgar"? Why would he speak in the third person?
No, that's not what I'm insinuating. It didn't seem like Barry's handwriting on his body. I legitimately don't remember, chat. I legitimately don't remember.
But if it wasn't Barry, I don't think Edgar would put a note on the person he just murdered that says, "Ask Edgar." Do you? I mean, I don't really fucking know anymore at this point.
These are things I tried to figure out like months ago and are still haunting me. I tried talking to officers about it and have gotten brushed off. It's
but you know
a lot of object impermanence with some people.
Yeah. And this was like story time with Eliza for me, and now I'm fucking living it. And I'm like, oh, what did Eliza tell me in the rambling 6 months ago?
Do you understand? Do you understand what I've been going through?
I'm losing my mind.
Oh, Diego, I'm so sorry. Oh,
okay.
by the grace of craft, may the feather and dove wave upon us and grant us some breeze, please.
But there was a lot of me mentally yelling, "Where is Eliza? I need an adult," the last couple days. Because
I'm the least qualified adult here.
Ashton was not here.
Oh.
It was literally me and EJ.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes Clay.
So you and two consummate shit stirrers.
We like to have fun here at Nu Epsilon.
Hey, it's all about fun times, huh?
Yeah, it's just good times. Okay, well, so I will give you my proposal of plan is I think you and I set up a meeting with Edgar to understand what he wants to know, and then try to get that information about whose daddy is in that sarcophagus or whatever it is, the tomb, and what he heard on the other radio that exploded. And any other questions we might have for him. Then I am curious if we can lockpick that door at Zenkudo. If not us, then bring someone along who can.
Okay, but we're talking about lockpicking a door.
Government facility.
There's gotta be.
Is it a government facility?
It's Zancudo, right?
Okay, it's at least a high-tech facility, right?
Is it though?
I mean, it's a government facility. It's Fort Zancudo. It's the
military when I was there.
Oh, it makes me uneasy, Diego. It makes me uneasy.
Okay, and then EJ's got her tea about people leaving cameras here.
Yes, I need to hear this. Also, Lang called me again.
What does Lang want?
Another donation? Fingers crossed?
Okay, we need to get EJ here with food.
I will give our generous donator a call.
Isn't it fun coming back to town?
No.
Hello?
Hello, Kifla. My apologies for the delay in responding.
Nah, you good. How you doing, Liza? You doing all right?
Effervescent indeed. Yourself?
Effervescent indeed. How's Epsilon doing? Epsilon. What the fuck? How do you say it again?
Epsilon. Yes, indeed. Nu Epsilon, indeed. Quite well, I'll admit. I have been out of town a couple of days on a conference run to the other programs out in Vice City, so I feel as though I have returned with renewed vigor.
And then you need to talk to us about.
Okay, hell yeah. How's I mean, how are things over there?
You know what? Quite all right. If anything, it grants me perspective and appreciation on how we are straying off of the predetermined path that others have set for themselves.
Okay. Okay.
Indeed.
Well, when's the next event?
Yes, indeed. We do plan on having one tomorrow. Time TBD. Around this time. Diego has actually been cooking one up. It's a little bit of a surprise to me, so I'm excited to see what he unveils.
All right, hell yeah. Well, I will be there then. I will see you tomorrow.
Indeed, we will keep you updated on such.
All right, Eliza.
Indeed.
Take care of yourself. Watch your back. Kiflam.
I got your back. Interesting. Huh.
So somebody paid $30,000. They think we're a gang to put cameras down. They paid a reporter named Levi. The guy's name is Josh. He has blonde hair. And then also allegedly some guy named Sneaky and maybe Lang blew up the food court.
Real okay. You know what? Let's bring everyone in. Let's bring everyone in.
I'm trying to lock in. I'm trying to remember everything, but you know how bad my memory.
It's out of her brain forever.
No, she told me about this a while ago. It's fine. She'll remember.
So Lang gave me a phone call, asked how I was doing, asked how my trip went. You know, I went back to Vice City to visit my aunt, but I just told him I was at a conference. And he asked when our next event was, and I just said tomorrow. I said Diego's been cooking up something, so I'm excited to see. So,
oh,
I just pulled something out of my ass. So,
well, tomorrow's a Wednesday, so it's food day.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, I'm gonna be a little late to the party tomorrow.
That's quite all right. Honestly, I just spent something in the moment because I didn't have anything in mind.
But we could throw something together today if we got to.
Today, I think we have more than enough to focus on. I'll be perfectly honest.
Oh, you don't want to do a little community cleanup of failed businesses like Rooster's Rest?
I mean, we could, but I'll be honest. Like, if you wanted to do it, Diego, I'll give you Lang's number, and you're more than welcome to do such. I just feel like I have. I don't want to die.
I don't know if I phrase it that way.
I don't want to die today.
I don't know if I'd call it a failed business, Diego.
Is it open?
No.
We could do that tomorrow in conjunction, you know. Probably a bit before our.
Be later. It needs to be when I'm around because I want to be there for that.
Indeed. Then we will pocket that.
Because I think it's gonna get silly.
This is a very good point. I just told him around this time tomorrow, so we can whip up something. We can.
Whatever happened?
Remember when it was just the crackheads?
Yeah.
That was our biggest problem in the world.
Remember when?
So just to clarify, we're against breaking into that door in Zancudo?
I'm not against it. I'm simply cautious of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, do you need money for dues? I made $100,000.
Oh, wow. I think we should be good for a while, so I will let you know. I'll check City Hall and see how much time we have.
How I made it?
I would love to know how you made it. Was it?
I'll give you a guess.
So Sanny.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yep. 100% Sanny.
So wait, Lang bombed the food court?
Well, allegedly.
Sorry, that's just like I feel like there are 87 questions I need to ask.
I know that he wanted to buy Big Dog.
Really?
That's what I heard, yeah.
Okay, but from who did you hear that from?
I don't remember. Probably EJ, and EJ knows everything that happens in the food court.
Oh, you're right.
Also, y'all, EJ's been fucking kiflamming me.
really?
Really?
All the time.
That's great.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm her favorite. Also, I went to the dam yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't really find anything interesting. I did find a makeshift like clip for like some kind of gun.
Oh.
But I threw it away because I didn't want to get caught with that because that seems a little illegal.
Yeah, Ashton and I have had an interesting run-in at the at the dam a couple months ago.
Yeah, well, I went there because
you gotta be careful up there.
Well, yeah, because we used to go there when I was in an MC. So I used to, so you went there because I was like, I haven't been there in a hot minute. You know?
Tasty Kutsu.
Y'all worry about me too much.
I have to.
I know, but you're forgetting that I used to kill people.
This is true.
I'm nice and fluffy and sassy on the outside, but I'll cut a bitch.
Lang said something interesting at the end of the phone call that... He said, I've got your back.
About what?
I don't know if he's been taking improv classes or what, but...
Is that an improv thing?
Maybe. I wouldn't know.
I know, that's so cringe, isn't it?
It's pretty cringe.
Who the fuck would do that?
Like pretending you're someone else? Like...
Regardless, it kind of took me off guard a little bit.
But what does it mean?
And I've got your back,
Yeah, but
I got your back. Like I'll do anything for you if you're in trouble. I got your back. Like that's
no, I know.
That's
but
what
like,
I'm overinterpreting it. But yeah, exactly. Why? Decoy!
And does he just have your back, or does he have our back?
AC_decoy.
That's what I'm imagining.
The
Our
impregnated
backs.
talk got me XD.
Right?
Okay, but if something terrible is happening and you could only save one of the people in Nu Epsilon, who would it be, and why is it me?
Me?
Well, besides
who would I?
Could...
No. I was asking if you were asking me.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, Eliza.
No. I was asking if you were asking me that question. No.
Eliza said, I'm
No.
Sam.
That is not what I was trying to say.
All of this.
No, you and I both know that AC is the only correct answer to this question, but I wasn't sure if you were asking me.
I'm not mad at it. He does need to be protected.
He does need to be protected.
And if you save AC, maybe AC will save the rest of us.
I feel like he would like trip over some cable that like unplugs the launch code machine, and then the nukes never go off, and then
or he would, he'd have a Diet E. Cola. He'd have an E. Cola Light and spill it on the motherboard before the nukes launch.
And he'd be like, "What? Football?"
I mean, wait, nuclear football. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, phone guy over there.
Wait a minute. Huh. AC might be more connected to all of this than my... Is AC a...
Oh, the nuclear football.
The
Do you know what
nuclear
that is,
football?
Ashton?
Yeah,
that's the case. The
That's the
briefcase,
case.
right?
Yeah, the case with the nuclear codes.
No, we're being paranoid now.
Oh, I wasn't saying. I wasn't actually.
Unless he really.
I wasn't actually. Okay, but unless he actually.
What if he is? Yeah. What if he's doing that thing?
Yeah,
because he did work for Chris Fromage.
And remember how smart he was when he came here and tried to get the center
He was so fucking smart.
And then now this. How do we know? He did say he's a pathological liar. So how do we know?
Wait, is he lying about football?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I haven't seen him in like a week because he's probably getting the nuclear codes.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna come back with a briefcase.
What if AC is actually the one that bought the building? What if we just started telling people that AC is the one that bought the building?
You know
I mean, we could.
Yeah, let's. I'm all for that.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, a former protege of Chris Fromage.
Do we think if we got him doing one-arm push-ups, we could make him strong enough to knock the nuke out of trajectory with a football?
Oh, undoubtedly.
All right. I think we should just throw him in the woods to fight Murder Kitty.
Ashton, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, you need me to look in the fridge?
Can you feed me? I can't open the
I can give you
fridge.
numbers.
I'm so weak.
I should probably furnish myself.
Oh, you're just gonna weird flex, Eliza, being able to open the fridge right in front of me.
I was going to. Well, you already have Ashton fetching you food. But also, yes, I'm flexing.
Help me, I'm so weak. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
You want cheesy?
The cultists won't feed me. That's how people think it is inside of here.
Ah, well, here, I got your dinner for you right here.
Oh my god, you can't just say that to someone who does Sani. Actually, you can because you're a Sani too.
All hail the trash god. Praise be. Let the children be returned unto the trash compactor, swaddled and hugged in the trash god's light. Ah, yes, indeed. Kiflam. All right, where are we putting it? We're gonna put it on this side. Whoo! Chat, we're a little over an hour into stream. Right now is an excellent time to check in. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Grab a snack if you haven't had a snack in a hot second. And whether you're kicking it in chat or chilling and lurking, I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried that I was gonna be a little rusty because I had to take a couple of impromptu days off there. But the RP is RP in chat. The roleplay is role-playing. I should probably get some more of this green tea. Goodness, missing another SecuroServ meeting because of intrigue. Oh, that's not how doors work. There we go. No. Oh, impressive. Should I put a ramp in here?
Yeah, did you see it?
I saw you ride the bike really fast into the wall.
Okay.
Was that it? Was that the trick?
Well, AC's not here, so someone's got to do it. Kiflam, AC.
Kiflam.
Indeed.
Brother.
I'm quite curious about this tea.
I think she's getting more as we speak.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, I also had a one-on-one with Cyane.
Oh, is that so?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And?
Well, okay, Ethan hated us and thought that we were a little sex cult, but I guess he doesn't hate us anymore because of how we came to help EJ and him.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's crime adjacent. He's like a loot box for these little crims.
Really?
Yep, didn't know that until he told me.
Great.
He holds all kinds of shit for him.
Well, good to know. Good to be careful.
So he's a clean guy, basically.
Cyane used to be a reporter.
Oh.
So that is where her little vibe, you know, comes from.
Very interesting indeed. That is really interesting. So, again, hating us based off of rumors, not based off of any actual interactions with us.
Yeah, I don't know. She says she respects you. And the work that we're doing, and, you know, obviously works at SecuroServ, and then has the job connection, and was wondering about a partnership there maybe. And I said, that's actually something me and Eliza talked about, was like having a system to help people find jobs when they're new, and, you know, so
it's something Junior has floated in the past, so if that is something that they're actually going to be doing moving forward, that would be quite excellent indeed.
Well, Cyane has like their own business that's like a job connection thing outside of SecuroServ. The way they explain it is that it's a pyramid scheme without the scheme, but it's like I help you, so then you help someone newer than you, then they help someone newer than them.
Oh, it's sort of the way that our mentorship program works with Bolingbrook.
Yeah, Kind of like my car too. That Normie got me a car, and then I gave it to Raul. Raul bought a new car, so now he's gonna give the car to someone else. And I said, don't ever sell the car; just give it to someone.
Perfect. Pay it forward. Okay, so someone paid a reporter to put a bunch of cameras around our place.
$30,000.
$30,000? That's like.
Because they think we're a gang.
You think we're a gang? Wait, who's worried about us being or who thinks we're a gang?
Whoever this blonde Josh is.
Blonde Josh?
I'm not seeing any Joshes in the lemon list.
Damn, I got tea.
Spill it.
Oh my god.
Also, hello in Kiflam, EJ. Wonderful to see you.
Yeah,
it's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute. It was just me and Diego. Just the two of us.
Holding it down.
Building castles in the sky.
Just the two
of us.
Just
me and EJ.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
You were gonna tell us the
Oh
tea.
my god.
It's not amnesia.
God,
you don't have to hit her to make her
not that
remember.
important.
The tea, EJ.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm so sorry, but you had a weird bug on your face. It looks like a centipede
Oh, not EJ.
or a millipede. I don't know.
Oh no,
Whichever one
Chad,
has
it
more
starts
legs.
the violence. The
How did you
violence.
not feel that?
I don't know. What was I saying? I forgot.
Also, Decoy, thank you so much for the
What
6
did I say again?
months. Sorry, 8 months.
You said that somebody paid
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
$30,000.
Oh my god. So like I was working at Taco Suya, right? And I was like, I saw my friend Levi. It's been a hot minute, but he used to work at the hot dog stand. And I was like, he was like, oh my goodness, EJ, where have you been? And I was like, oh my god, I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm not always at Taco Suya, you know? And I was mentioning Nu Epsilon. He was like, who's Nu Epsilon? So I mentioned it. I bring up the word Kiflam in blue. He's like, oh, I know who you're talking about and whatnot, you know? And then he said, oh my goodness, a lot of people think you're a gang, right? And then I was like, oh my god, really? Us? A gang? Right? And he was like, yeah, like you have a lot of people watching you, you know? Like a lot. And he was telling me how like that someone paid him like $30K to put a camera on the roof or something. Yeah.
For one camera?
Did he say when
yeah.
he did this?
No.
Eliza,
Wait,
we
one
could be charging
camera?
people. We could be charging people $30K to put a camera out that looks at our door. We could be rich.
Yeah, it was like on the rooftop. He said you'll never find it.
Honestly, even more money for a camera inside the building. Can you imagine it?
I bet you we found it.
Let's charge
But a lot of people think we're like a gang or like part of the CIA or like something or something.
Gang or the
like,
CIA? I don't know. Choose one.
Yeah.
Or what about both?
That is
What about
entrapment.
both?
It is
Yeah,
entrapment.
like,
It's not entrapment.
we don't,
It's
like,
not
let anyone
entrapment.
inside, and we're
It's
like really,
business.
Like, yeah, and then multiple big groups are looking into Nu Epsilon, you know. And
That's
then,
wild because
yeah.
it's construction zone. That's why we don't let
Yeah,
people
yeah.
inside. We're literally, isn't our plan to have the front door just open
yeah, but let
to
me
the public?
finish because I'm gonna forget.
Of course.
Yeah. Then what else? Fuck, I forgot. Oh, and then so like the $30K, right? He was like, yeah, it was just like a lot of money for me. So I was like, okay, whatever. And $30K, and it was from a guy who was blonde named Rose or Josh Rose, right?
Josh
right?
Rose?
Or just Rose. Like he doesn't know his first or last name, but he was like kind of trying to remember his name, right? And then he said that he has blonde hair, and if a teacher got fired and couldn't find a job and got recruited by a gang, that's how he described him as.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, and then and then there's a book. There's like a new released book or something telling like everyone that Nu Epsilon's like bad or something, evil or something, and that's new.
Whose book is it?
I don't know. He was telling me about it and like to be beware, you know, and stuff like that.
Can you try to
Nu
get a copy
Epsilon.
of the book?
Oh yeah, let me call it. Should I call him again?
Do
I
you
was just
think
on the
that
phone with
book
him.
is maybe Max?
I could be.
I mean,
Also,
yeah,
people
It's
could
not too
simply
bad.
just
Likely.
talk to us. I don't know.
Isn't that wild? People are doing the most, and they could just come talk to us.
I just text him because I think he just went to bed. I was just on the phone with him. And there was more. I'm just forgetting.
Hell yeah. Tuesday T spiral because we've been MIA.
And I was wondering if he would be down to do like, because he does like, you know, little doco series and whatnot, like articles, and like people were like, oh yeah, was he writing something? I forgot. He does a lot of like interviews. Oh yeah. And I was gonna ask him to do like a story on Nu Epsilon to help the image, and he's down. And then people think we're like a sex cult because of Eric, because he told everyone it was a DOC who's like you know, into the parties, you know, the parties, you know, the little sex parties and whatnot. You know,
so wait,
parties,
Eric's
you know?
been saying that to people?
Yeah, and then people are like, oh, and there's a DOC part of Nu Epsilon, and Nu Epsilon goes to the prison on law. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, Eric. He interviewed Eric because Levi, he does a lot of news.
Which one is Eric?
Eric Trigg, and then Levi been hearing.
Eric Trigg.
And then Levi been hearing a lot about these parties and whatnot. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? And Eric said it was the DOC, not him.
And then like throw all this stuff in the street now.
Wait. I feel like there is more.
I feel like sex parties.
Because everyone thought it was Eric. Everyone thought it was Eric who was doing the sex parties at the LSPD. But Eric was like, no, it's a DOC. So it was not him.
There's sex parties at the LSPD?
Yeah, so everyone thought it was Eric who did the sex party.
Then why do they care if we're having sex parties if all the cops are having sex parties?
I don't know.
I hate this city.
But then somehow it got like spinned around. Yeah. So I don't think it was Eric's fault. I think he just didn't want it to be like known as a sex guy, right? So he put it on the DOC, and it somehow got spinned into being Nu Epsilon, and yeah. Then there's more, and I'm trying to remember, but I'm like, I have such a bad memory.
Okay, but also though the sex cult thing has been happening since before Eric was staying with us.
Yeah. Oh, and then when I was there and I was gonna come meet you guys, then there's like the girl who works at the coffee place, Ileana, right? Yeah. I remember the big explosion at the food court. So she thinks it was Sneaky and Lang who did it.
Sneaky?
Why?
I don't know. I forgot. Or one of them, yeah.
Okay, but Sneaky's the guy that blew up Taco Suya, right?
Yeah. I forgot. Was it Lang or some other guy? I forgot.
That's a very big detail to be unsure.
Yeah, because she was mentioning Lang, because Lang was there watching her at the senior buns. But then, yeah. But it was totally Lang and Sneaky there. But I forgot. She was like really scared or whatnot. Yeah, that was it. I forgot. I have like a time limit on information.
That's it, or you forgot?
You should,
that's it, yeah, but like I forgot.
It helps you to take notes.
Yeah, but it's kind of awkward. Like, oh, you were saying something, and then I pull my notepad.
No, but like after someone tells you the tea, you go run and take your little notes.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But then, I don't know. I was nervous. I thought I was gonna get blown up for a minute, and also Ileana was so nervous too. She was like, "Tell Jordan that I want, sunflowers on my grave up in Paleto Bay." Hey, that's what I remembered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sunflowers.
Jordan?
Yeah. Because she likes sunflowers.
Jordan does?
Jordan.
No, Ileana. But not your Jordan. It's, I think, other Jordan.
There's a couple of different Jordans.
Yeah.
Okay.
She works at the cafe, you know? But that was like the side tea. And that's why I didn't come here fast enough, because I was like worried about her too.
Of course.
And then what else happened? And Levi said he was gonna like tell me anything that happens to Nu Epsilon, because he knows I'm really like wanting to. Oh yeah, because then he was the one who mentioned like, oh, maybe you guys should do an event, because I know people are gonna be stubborn and never gonna change their mind and whatnot. And he seems like a really good guy too.
It's tricky because we've been doing events.
Yeah.
So
for months.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
literally
hard
for months.
Yeah. But like,
Wait,
I didn't
who
know.
said we should do it? Levi said we should do events.
Yeah, but like bigger events, like maybe like a music, and then maybe like give away like a free bike or something. And then he's also a journalist too, so he wants to help too, and he's a good guy too. Yeah, I known him for a minute.
I do indeed think that is a great idea. It's just more how much do we have to give away? And I don't think. I'll be perfectly honest, as wonderful as that suggestion from Levi is, giving away cars, giving away money, giving away things.
Nah.
We've been doing that, and
it's
it
not gonna
hasn't
help.
been helping at all with public image. So, but
I mean, our
that's not to
public image
discount your
is-
friends.
No. He says like everyone has their thoughts, right? It's just being seen as something else, you know?
But
Yeah.
we've changed the thought process of people, and it's 1,000 times better than it was. It's still not great, but it's because I think giving away cars and stuff would make them more suspicious. They're like, oh, they have that giant building and now they're giving away cars.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
not cars. I was talking about bicycle because it's eco-friendly too.
This is
Yeah.
true.
But
That
also,
is
I want to
true.
pay. Yeah, I want to pay
cheap.
Levi to make like a little something, like article or something, like a really neutral article about Nu Epsilon. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Diego had mentioned that you went to a dinner party,
Yeah.
or you delivered some food for a dinner
Yeah.
party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. A lot of people think we're a cult, but damn, they're a cult. If anything, yeah. It was spooky. Have you ever seen like Monster House?
Yes, I have indeed. What's the
Yeah, the house looks exactly like Monster House, and
like
I was
Monster
spooky.
House?
Yeah, like the the house that's like alive and whatnot. And then he took me down to the basement. And have you ever
Sorry.
seen Twilight?
Is this like an animated movie, Monster House?
Yeah. You know where the house is alive and whatnot?
Yeah, where the start of the
never
movie
seen it, yeah.
basically starts with an old man dying right on top of the kid, and
Yeah.
then the house is
Yeah, yeah.
inhabited. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
spoilers. I haven't seen it.
It happens in the first 2 minutes.
yeah.
It's like
Well,
a
now I don't even
Literally.
need to watch the start.
it's like a 15-year-old movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, plenty of time, buddy.
That's not even the craziest thing that happens in the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Anyways, my
also-
apologies.
You know what? Someone ruined Gossip Girl for me, and I never let it go.
Oh.
Period. That's Gossip Girl. This is Monster House. Anyways, have you ever seen Twilight? The second movie specifically?
I'm moderately familiar.
Damn, no one's seen it. It's a really good movie. But, like, there's like the scene where like they take a bunch of like tourists like visiting Italy or something, and into like the dark museum place and whatnot. And they're like,
She's great.
"This is where it
EJ's so
is," but they're
funny.
actually food. It felt like that. I felt like a lamb to the slaughter, but it was okay.
You thought you
Edgar's
were
a
gonna have
good
your
guy.
head ripped off? By
That's
Yeah,
Gossip Girl. This is
not
Monster
really.
House.
what with the
It's like
Volturi? That's
Oh,
what they're called? Yeah.
like Edgar's been like pretty nice, but he's also a little on. And every time I go down there, I get more nervous. And that's not a lot.
Thank you,
There's a
mods.
lot of people.
Chat,
there,
if you're
and
not
they're just
already,
like,
make sure
I
you
just
give Miss
delivered the
Daydreamer
food,
a
I kinda served it
follow.
on the plate, and then I kind of bounced. And they wanted me to stay, but Diego was my ride, so I kind of felt rude.
Could you maybe describe what was it just the energy, the Monster House
was the
energy, or was there
energy- it
something
was just
else
like,
that was culty for
oh.
them? Hey, thanks for the follow. What's up?
I don't know. Some guy said it was like a temple.
A temple?
I don't know. I don't know if he was poking fun at, because I was in this outfit. I don't know if he was poking fun. But it was like a temple of
Yeah.
like something, and I forgot. And it was really like there was fire, and there was a big long table.
Kyle Pred might be the new director of the Marshals. My apologies. I just received a very interesting text. The Warlord rise again. Interesting. My apologies for interrupting. To help clue you into the interest of it, for a very brief time while he was mayor of Blaine County, we served as spiritual advisors to this gentleman, so
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
It was spooky.
Well, of course, I trust your discretion, but of course I will worry and ask you to just be careful.
There's a lot of people in there. Some sounded familiar, but there's a lot of people I don't know at all. And it was spooky as fuck. They were singing Amazing Grace, though. That was cool.
Oh!
Oh.
That certainly makes the vibes a lot more tenable, I suppose.
That's
Yeah.
totally normal, yeah.
Tell her why.
because the Pope passed.
Is that so? Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I don't know why that. Oh, so wait, was this a morning dinner?
No, I don't know.
No, because they've had it before. This isn't the first time EJ's brought food there.
Ah.
This time it was like different people, I think.
Mm.
A lot more people.
Who the fuck is Marcus Escargot?
Someone Jordan wants to talk to.
Yeah, and
Y'all,
presumably
pardon me,
related
I have
to
to take a
Margot.
nap.
Jordan just texted me.
Oh, really?
Kyle Pred will probably be new director of the Marshals and is going to remake it. He wants to hire me and said, "You're a piece of shit, and so am I." Swoon, am I right?
You know,
I shouldn't be laughing so much. I will admit, it's the barrage of information has truly thrown me off kilter.
It's gonna be one of those days. It's already been one of those days.
It's just one of those weeks. EJ, thank you so much for thank you so much for sharing this information with us. I do hope whatever negative information or backlash is happening out there is not reflecting poorly on you.
I was kind of told to keep a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of spooky because then you know, I'm the type of person like if I, you know, if it's not hurting me, I don't, you know, fuck it, I don't care, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I don't know. He told me to keep this a secret and never tell anyone.
Who did?
The guy.
Oh, uh-huh.
What guy?
The guy.
Yeah, the guy?
The guy.
Yeah.
You know the guy.
Keep a secret from us, right?
Yeah, the guy.
But it's
That's
guy.
okay.
It's scary.
It's okay.
And, like,
Discretion
he
is
killed
okay.
people, or is it allegedly killed people or something, you know?
No, it's okay. He's been charged.
He's been charged? Was he guilty?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I don't want to tell because then I'm scared. Because then he
Now
said,
you
like...
have to tell
That's
us.
okay.
What the fuck?
No, it's okay.
I
EJ,
want
you can
Eliza
keep
to
it to
be here.
yourself. Yeah, you can keep
Okay.
it to yourself if it's safer, you know. Discretion is important, but also...
Okay.
I am a voracious gossip monger, but your safety is also very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's get your mind off of it, all right? Let's what is
Just told me not to tell anyone. I just don't know. And then I don't
Okay.
know.
That's okay. That's okay, EJ. That's okay.
Yeah.
Is it like I'm gonna go kill this other person kind of secret, or is it just like oh, I actually really like the taste of nacho cheese on watermelon, one of those secrets where
No.
it's like, oh, what the fuck, but it's also like, okay, you do you.
It's like something I didn't see.
Ah,
You know?
indeed.
Like, people think we're a cult, you know?
Which is ridiculous.
Because that was the most cultish thing I've ever seen in a hot minute. And I've been around.
What's the least cultish thing you've ever seen?
It's
Least?
us, right?
No, outside of us, like least.
Oh. Huh. Like an AA group? I've
Ah,
been to one of those, like, once. That was cool.
yeah.
Good time.
I think the least cultish thing I've seen the past week was someone running over a fire hydrant and
Oh.
blasting through the
Oh.
windshield. Not particularly cute, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there's no cult involvement here.
Yeah. Ooh, Dago splatted on the pier.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, he
What?
fell. Shoo. Yeah.
And you just watched?
Well, I was. Yeah.
You
What am I
didn't try
supposed
to
to do?
catch him?
Catch him?
Yeah.
I was all the way on top, motherfucker.
That's your brother.
Technically, you can injure both of yourselves even more while doing that.
Yeah, he was right over the railing. He almost died.
Oh.
Yeah, no pause. But he's okay now.
See, you should have caught him.
But I'm all the way on top. How am I supposed to catch him? I'm no Spider-Man.
Have you ever tried hard enough?
The fuck? What you say? I didn't try hard enough to catch Diego when he's already falling.
I mean, have you tried hard enough? Are you sure you're not Spider-Man?
No, I'm not Spider-Man.
You know what? Let us try this hypothesis. Well,
And I was like,
Ashton, you didn't catch me.
why is my bicycle inside?
Oh, I do believe Diego wrote it in. I tried.
Why is my bicycle inside?
Tried. I believe Diego wrote it in and was doing X Games mode on the stairs, which
He was going. He was
Yeah, but now
doing
there's
super sick tricks
now
while
there's
you were
tire
being a
marks
phone guy.
inside.
Yeah, I'm certain Clay will be quite delighted by that.
What do you mean I'm a phone guy? I was getting tea. Oh yeah, then I talked to Kenny. Oh my god, and the phone messages. Oh my god, there's so much.
You
Oh,
talked to Kenny?
Yeah.
How did that go?
EJ, I do not envy you. This is a lot of tea that you've had to deal with.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of tea.
We've just been
Oh
waiting
my
to
god.
spill.
And there was this creepy time with the text messages too. Actually, you weren't even here and stuff. But then we found out who it was. But then we don't know who Poetry Person is. I don't even think Poetry Person is Kenny. It's crazy.
And you're no closer to figuring out who Poetry Person is.
No. I can give
Have
you
you
a copy.
gotten them? Have you gotten them since the last time you saw Clay? There's a question.
Yeah, I don't think it's Clay either.
It's not Clay.
Really?
Yeah. Then
Not
he
AC.
sent me they sent me a poem and it spelled out my name. It was scary.
Oh, like Esperanza.
Yeah.
Esperanza Jimenez.
Like each letter spelled out your at
The beginning
of each
letter
line.
of every line.
Oh,
Yeah, let me just send it to you. 'Cause okay.
Huh?
I think you might have enough evidence to maybe get like a restraining order. Maybe.
On who?
Everyone.
Yeah, on everyone. Or just leave it up to the police. Let them pick.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Isn't this so romantic?
So romantic. Eliza's just like right on the precipice.
But
This
do
is
you wanna
actually really
see,
impressive. This is actually
other
interesting.
tea?
I don't know if my body can physically handle it, but yes, indeed. Also, oh yeah,
Okay.
EJ, I will get those other flowers. Also, people can 100% order in bulk ahead of time. They'll just need to give it a day or so.
Okay, sounds good.
Also, I've been purposely ignoring Jordan, and now I might be thinking, was that a mistake?
Why?
You know?
You know, if she's good for one thing, it's information. Just don't get too close.
Please, brother.
Yeah, you know what,
for
AJ,
sure.
I'm so glad that you're here to remind me of
Yeah,
that.
because oh my god.
Also,
This is
news flash,
crazy!
So a reason why
This is
Steiny has been a little
wild!
hesitant about us is because the time when EJ had to be saved from the Epsilon shootout.
No, that can't.
Absolutely, she told me.
Is it a
And
shootout
I
if
had
it's
a-
just one person?
Yeah, come on.
No, but that EJ was scared and like that,
And had
EJ
every
like, they
right
had
to be.
They had to come and rescue EJ, and we had a long.
You're not so
conversation.
innocent in this either.
How
Lisa,
am I?
We had a long conversation that those actions are not reflected upon Nu Epsilon as a whole, and that corrective action has been taken.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all.
Well, what are you looking for me to say? Signy and I had a conversation, and I thought her and I were like on the same page about this.
This is wild because we just had this conversation yesterday.
Really? So she's still mad about it.
Me and her are besties.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, are you still mad about it?
Me? No.
See?
Are you still
What's
mad?
the problem here? No, I'm fine.
Okay, but the problem is that Signy is a little protective of EJ. And
rightfully so.
Anything that hurts EJ or puts EJ in a difficult situation,
understandable.
Signy has a adverse reaction to it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there isn't a problem anymore. So what's the problem?
So just because there's not a problem between you two, the actions do not erase themselves from the minds of others.
And what am I supposed to do about that?
I'm just letting you know.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. Listen, I don't expect everybody in the world to like me.
No, I understand, but it's, you know.
And I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Formal journalist and knows a lot of people, and if they're, you know, probably someone to have in favor of Nu Epsilon versus like, ooh, they almost murdered EJ.
I mean, like I said, I was under the perception that Signy and I were fine, and this wasn't like that. She was like upset with me personally, not that she had any issues with Nu Epsilon. She never mentioned anything like that to me whatsoever.
I think this is perhaps a little on her. My apologies. I think it's a little extra difficult because this is a conversation that's been broached multiple times over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, to your point, Diego, of course, Signy has every right to feel this way. 100%. But it's... how many times must one believe that a conversation was had and atonements made, and then that person still acting as though those apologies never happened? Of course, we cannot force someone to accept an apology. That is not how that works. But,
Right. Like, I'm just catching y'all up with what we've been dealing with the last couple of days. And so,
of course.
just, you know, I wasn't there for that, so I don't even know what happened. And
of course,
you know, it is what it is. And I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but I'm just simply letting you all know you can do with whatever you'd like with that information.
Yep, and that's why I shared what I shared.
This seems to be another issue of people just not, you know, doing everything else other than coming and just talking to one of us about it. You know, like if Signy still had an issue with me or still does have an issue with me, they're always more than welcome to just
it was more of me and Signy have never talked one-on-one before, and it was like I think just getting to know each other and just the whole history of experiences with us as Nu Epsilon, and you know, trying to, I guess, maybe suss out my views on certain things and how I react to things. And, you know, I'm a little bit more like Signy. I'm probably a little bit more on the stricter side or sterner side, you know?
And I don't think anyone here takes umbrage with that at all.
No, I don't think anyone does.
No.
But I think it's because we've never really spoken before. That's probably why it was brought up.
Okay.
Completely understandable.
Say, like, it wasn't like, fuck you guys. It was just, you know. Anyways, this is literally the least pressing thing out of everything else going on.
You're so right, Diego. My ego's getting in the way again.
Yeah, indeed. That's why your head's so big. It's full of secrets and ego.
It is. It really is.
Do you want to see the dead body of the person me and EJ killed?
Huh?
What?
Yeah, that's crazy, wasn't it, Diego?
What?
What?
What? Also, here's the poem.
You killed the guy?
Define killed. And define one guy.
It was self-defense, totally.
They live under the stairs now.
Yeah.
We're just kidding. No one died. We didn't
Yeah,
murder
why would
anyone
you
while
think
you
we
guys
would
were
do
gone.
that? Yeah.
That is
Indeed.
wild.
Nothing
Yeah.
shocks me anymore. So of
Me
course I'm
killing
gonna
someone?
kind of believe.
You think I'd be so nonchalant? I would definitely be chalant. Do people ever? Why don't people always say
As chalant
nonchalant,
as
but no one ever says chalant.
Yeah.
But nonchalant, you know, it alludes to that there are people out there being chalant.
Yeah.
EJ, did you have a secret for us?
Huh?
Secrets are no fun.
Did you have something you wish to share with the class?
Well, I did, but like I don't know. I just
Oh, I know what you're doing. Don't do this to me.
What do you mean?
We're just starting out.
You wouldn't keep a secret from your siblings, right?
No, it's just I was kind of told not to like tell anyone.
Is
Yeah,
it
but
Diego's secret?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Wait, what is the secret?
You know the secret, the thing.
I mean, you brought
What
up that there was a
secret?
secret, so.
Yeah.
But also, it's your right to not share it if you're not comfortable.
But it's just like we were talking about it earlier, and I was like, maybe I should bring it up. But like at the same time, you told me not to bring it up ever, and not tell anyone about it. But it's like I already told you guys about like all the other things, right? So I might as well just bring it up again. But like you also told me like I shouldn't bring it up ever.
What secret are we talking about?
You know the secret.
I clearly
The
don't know,
secret.
EJ.
Like you know.
Like the book
thing.
about manifestation,
no,
manifesting
you
your
know
dreams.
Your boyfriend?
Mhm.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Does he
no,
want to
no.
like kill us all?
No.
What
It was
secret?
The thing with the thing. Remember the thing yesterday and the thing? Remember
What
the thing?
thing?
The thing yesterday.
it's-
Remember?
Is this about the cult?
What? About the dinner thing? What is it?
But like
You got
when
real quiet and weird, and you didn't really tell me much about anything in there.
because like the first time like I went there, he told me never tell anyone about it. What I saw.
Don't make
Okay.
us make you stand in the center of truth.
It's spooky because then he's also fucking guilty for killing someone, and like honestly I didn't care, but then it's just like. But now
Minor
he's, like,
correction,
spooky.
multiple people, actually.
Huh?
Yeah. Multiple people.
Multiple people.
Like a lot, like a
He's
like
a serial killer.
You don't
level,
become a
yeah.
serial killer by
He was
killing just
talking about-
one
He was
serial.
talking about like leaving like the Egbert, the plushie, so as a calling card, like the Zodiac killer and shit.
What?
Giving him plushies for murder calling cards?
No,
No!
He said that would be a fun idea. And I was like, I don't know, Mister, that's kind
To
of crazy.
frame Nu
Oh
Epsilon.
no.
Or
I only
technically
gave
the
it
craft
two.
center or the court center.
I gave him 2. You gave him like more than that, okay? And then it's like I went there the first time. He's like, "Do you want to come down here, Chica?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I walked past like a lot of crazy things, and then just a crazy thing, and then I felt like
What are
most
the
cultists
crazy
and-
things?
Just like just like just
No,
we
no,
just-
EJ, use your words, please.
You have-
please.
But like,
Please.
but you
You
can't
wanna
tell
make me
anyone.
proud,
You can't
EJ?
tell anyone.
Use your words and tell me.
But you can't tell anyone, okay?
We will. You have our trust. Anything you tell us is confidential.
Mhm,
Always.
mhm. So then I was walking down there, right? And then it was a gold hallway into a gold room. The entire room was filled with gold, and it was just a big spooky table that goes from one end to another, and a bunch of fire. And he
What
told
else
me,
did you
"Don't
see in
tell
the
anyone."
house?
No, just a lot of other things, and like
What things?
Like a couch, and
Anything unusual?
I don't know. I saw a lot of like, gold. And he
Okay.
told me don't ever say that there's like gold in Fudge Lane, a gold
Oh.
room in Fudge Lane.
Huh.
Yeah. Wow, that felt good to go.
You know, he asked me if our medallions are real gold.
Oh, yeah, they're not.
I said, I don't think so. I don't think we could afford that.
Yeah, and then someone said it was a temple.
Huh.
And it kind of checked out because
Temple
everything
of
was
what?
gold. Temple of na. I forgot.
The Holy
Stop
Mother?
forgetting everything.
No, that was definitely not that. I'll be like,
It's
what
like
the
there's
fuck?
a couch, but I can't remember what the temple was called.
Yeah.
It's a temple of
Yeah.
AJ, we're gonna need to teach you. We need
It
to. You
started
need
with
to
a
take a.
S. The Temple of na.
You
I
need
forgot.
to. We need to put you through like
Snorman
espionage
Snows.
101.
What do you mean? What? Cause like why? I don't know if they're ever gonna invite me again. Cause I was acting really scared. Cause they're like, they're like, oh, EJ, come down and have dinner with us and stuff. And they're like,
sorry,
oh,
that's
okay,
good.
yeah.
Should we? Are we interested in attending this so-called dinner?
I don't know.
Wait, what dinner?
I don't know. They
What?
have it like every Friday or something.
Well, yesterday was Monday, so.
Yeah, I know. Thought that was weird too. When he was asking for 15 combos, and there was a lot of folks there.
And you didn't ask anything about that?
Dinner at Fudge Lane.
Yeah, there's no gold room in Fudge Lane. Yeah.
Yeah, no gold room in Fudge Lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I bet you I could get us an invite to dinner if we wanted.
Okay, but do we want it?
I don't know. What do we think
Oh.
that house is hiding?
Honestly, I don't know. I think they're just teasing. Maybe. I don't know. Because then they're like,
And why are you so nervous about it?
because it was spooky as fuck. Like, I'm a flight or fight type of person.
You have every reason to be spooked out by it, EJ. It's spooky.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's anything like the hit film that really was Oscar worthy for Best Picture, Twilight 2, Electric Boogaloo. I've actually never seen it, so.
EJ, no one would blame you for feeling spooked out in such a scenario.
It felt like I was like the dinner, serving the dinner, and they're like, psych, But like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel better getting that off my chest.
I was about to say the most dangerous game, yep.
That's when they hunt people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For sport.
But maybe the guy was saying
Ending's
like,
great.
maybe the guy said it was a temple because I was also wearing this outfit. And I think people think this is a temple here. Yeah.
I mean, a temple to the world, maybe.
The temple of the na.
You just keep doing that until you suss it out in your brain.
If anything,
No,
this
it's
is
like
more of a
relative,
grand
like-
foyer.
Is it like the Temple of Satan? Is that what's
no,
going
it's
on?
three. Na.
Na na na.
Na.
Was it Temple of the something?
Yeah, no. It was temple of na.
What is, how many letters? Was it big word, small word?
Well, it was like, I don't know. I don't
Temple
do
of
well with
Pas.
words. No, it was na.
Temple of Aliyah.
No.
No.
Temple of no, that wasn't it. That sounds good though. Yeah, I was overwhelmed. Damn it, there were so many people and stuff.
No one blames you at all, EJ. The fact that you've even given us this much of a heads
Temple
up
of
is very meaningful.
Something with an S, I forgot.
Sanguine Isle?
No.
Temple of the Lighthouse?
No. It was it was temple of a person.
Oh.
Oh no, it wasn't even a person. It was shit. Fuck. No, it wasn't a person, but it was like a Na.
Well, we shall not press on it too much. It's
It was like it's not
certainly a lot that you were
Satan is a person.
No, it wasn't Satan. 'Cause
I
if
imagine
Satan,
a
I would've
lot
been
is
out
being
of
asked
there.
of you.
No, it was like very like, that's weird, but okay, It was very like cultist. I don't know. Yeah.
Who do cultists worship?
It reminded me of like,
Isn't there usually like a prophet that's pretending to be like Jesus? Isn't
Jesus
that how
Lord?
that goes?
Na.
Na.
Banana?
Wait.
Temple of Banana.
Is this a Minions thing? Is this a Minions thing, EJ?
Oh yeah, I mean gold is yellow,
No.
so like, is this just like a Minions bit?
Was anyone wearing blue overalls?
Oh, Oh my god, dead ass, maybe, but I have a bad memory.
No.
I think
There's
you
a
got
lot of
minioned.
people. I don't know.
I think you got minioned.
I don't know.
Can you name the people that you recognized?
No.
Bob, Mike.
Oh, CJ.
Oh, CJ.
Yeah, I saw her and I was like, hey. And then there's this other guy who took me hostage one. I forgot his name. But yeah. Oh, and then some guy who was like, I forgot. He was, yeah. And there's the guy
Are those
with
the names of
purple
the
hat,
minions?
and
I
That's
got taken
wild.
hostage for the first time yesterday.
And then.
Wait,
and then,
really?
Oh, and Edgar was there.
Mhm.
Oh, and then
By
some guy
Wayne
named Benny,
Freeman.
And then like.
Benny
and then,
Delgado.
Benny's Benecito?
Oh, it wasn't Benny. He goes by Benny.
Mm.
Oh, and then I don't know. Then there was this other guy, and some guy sounded familiar too. And then I forgot.
That's
And then
okay,
there-
EJ. We won't
Yeah.
press you too much. It's
I have a bad memory.
it's quite all right. Nothing to worry
Yeah.
about there. It's not our intent to
Mhm.
interrogate you. Just simply
Mhm.
get an idea of whether or not this is something we should be worried about, which I
I
doubt.
don't know.
I
I
doubt.
doubt it. Just it was
Mm.
very because people think we're a cult, okay? But then there's like
Mhm.
the gold room.
Mm.
Yeah. Like that gold.
Do you really doubt it?
Imagine this gold, but everywhere.
Everywhere.
Then you go down the basement.
Sensory overstimulation. So much reflectiveness.
Yeah, that's why I was like, they were singing Amazing Grace too, and I was fucking scared. Cause then it looked like the house from Monster. Wait, Monster House.
Oh yeah, Monster House. Mm,
So imagine
mhm.
all that combined, and you know, I'm a flight or fight, type of person. I
Mhm.
want to leave. Yeah, and it gave me a lot of money.
How much?
13K.
Ah, they should have given you
Yeah,
more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's him.
I thought it
Mm.
was that guy.
Benecito Delgado. That's
Yeah,
Benny,
he goes
right?
by Benny. Yeah.
One of the
Mhm.
true
And
He's
he
nice.
put-
You
yeah.
compliment my glasses. I
He was
forgot.
one of the ones on the tour.
No, I don't know.
Well, at any rate.
I don't know. Well, then one time I served Edgar some food while he was at Senior Buns, and they were like fighting like Hydra or something. I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't your boyfriend?
It's not. He's not my boyfriend. We're just casually seeing each other
Oh, okay.
exclusively.
I hope you
Yeah.
can forgive me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a situation.
Hey, Eliza.
Kiflom Jr., my apologies. I got wrapped up in some a lot of news that I missed the past couple of days. I regret that I missed the meeting.
No problems, no problems. You're a very busy woman, so I thought, I'd give you a courtesy call, and if you got a spare couple of minutes, I'd love to tell you what you missed.
Oh, most certainly. Would you like to meet in person or?
Honestly, it was a relatively short meeting, so I could probably do it over the phone.
Well, perfect. I'm
That's
at my
cool.
leisure presently.
Quick one from me, and you probably won't have too much interest in it, but if you do have an interest in it, great. Revival Records have a event. I'm not sure where you saw it on Twitter. We're doing it on the 14th, and it's going to be at the Court Center.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's just only something small to keep things ticking over. Got a few artists performing. If you want Nu Epsilon to have an involvement in it with it, you're more than welcome to.
Ah, perfect. I will pitch it to my other members and see who's interested.
All right, fantastic. Do you remember the idea that Siny and Bazin were cooking on the whole apprentice thing?
Yes.
Do you we're very much just still moving forward with that, and hopefully going to be pushing it at the start of next week. Do you want to speak to Siny about what your plans are with Nu Epsilon and maybe figure out a date that works?
Yes, absolutely. I would love to do that.
Sweet. Also, I'm pushing everyone to quote unquote put names into the hat. Purely for the basis of I want it to be something that everyone chips in towards, and if we find people through advertising saying we're doing this, great. But realistically, we're all in this space for a reason, and there's probably people who we don't really know about, or that are on like the outside of SecuroServ that maybe better on the inside. Even some people who like work with you with like Nu Epsilon, right? Even though Nu Epsilon is a partner business, this is very much so an opportunity to be like potentially in the SecuroServ circle and be an employee of SecuroServ, right?
Indeed.
Other bits. Seth is getting back on his card launches. He's doing his ADMC launch, and I'm not sure whether he did a Nu Epsilon batch of cards. Are they out yet?
I do not know. All I know is I know he's spoken to Diego. I think he might have spoken to Ashton, but we also have some more new established full members that I could probably send his way, indeed.
Yeah, that'd be perfect for him. I'm sure he'd love that. Just a fully updated roster, because it's been a minute. Oh, speak of the devil, he's just arrived at the court center.
Oh, wonderful. I owe him a call back.
The last thing is SecuroServ are going to be look, between me and you, I've kind of twisted Nino's arm a bit. We're going to have a bit more of an involvement with the court center, and
that's exciting.
we're going to be putting a load of businesses in place that are going to be more permanent residents. And I had the Nu Epsilon group down as one of the businesses, as you guys are pretty much at every single court center. So we're looking to have a little new, well, let's say little, you know how it was before, the little stalls downstairs. I'll be honest, they were kind of crap. Like, they weren't, you could put, scribble down Nu Epsilon on the front of them and like have a couple of bits. But other than that, that was all you could really have. You may as well just, jump in your car and, go speak to people that way if you wanted to speak about your business, right?
It was nice to have a mutual, space where everyone could visit, but I do agree with that. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it was a little bit plain in my opinion. So we're looking to have like an actual Nu Epsilon office or shop or whichever way you want to do it. Benjamin, our accountant, is doing the design work for it, so he's probably going to reach out to you or anyone else in the Nu Epsilon group about
wonderful.
How you guys want it to look.
I think that is excellent. One of the original ideas we had when we were speaking to both Carola and Jace, I believe. I'm trying to remember who else has kind of filtered in and out of being in charge of the center, but we were talking about doing something kind of like a meditation / welcome center, a place where people can kind of, maybe come learn a bit about Nu Epsilon and maybe even, shed off some of the, worries and concerns of the outside world, take a break from their shopping and all of that.
So very much so a spiritual sort of vibe you want to go for.
Something that we had mentioned before, which we're very open to discussing further. Maybe some yoga mats, maybe a water feature. We don't want it to be too opulent or anything. Just something simple and maybe a little naturified, so people feel compelled to, maybe relax, maybe speak with people, and maybe even learn about some of the other businesses around.
Excellent. Well, that seems like a great idea, but like I said, we definitely want you guys in there, because if anyone deserves that spot, it is you guys who've been at every single court stay. And I'm very much basing it off. We need people. We need places open at the court center, so that there's no point setting someone up with a stall and the place being shut all the time, like senior bucks, right?
Yeah, we plan on, we'll treat it sort of like a welcome center where we'll have our books, our, plushies, flowers, maybe instructional videotapes from our guest meditators and speakers, just sort of a catch-all spot for people who maybe want to learn more and haven't had an opportunity to stop by our center quite yet.
Oh my god, people who, I'll be honest, I did some scraps yesterday, and people were quite upset, Eliza. I'm sure you've probably tried to open your phone in the past couple of minutes. It's
certainly a huge challenge that you all are more than able to forward quite nicely time and time again.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely pass that on to Benjamin, and it's very much so. I'm gonna keep twisting Nino's arm more and more, so to speak, where he very much have said, I don't want it to be SecuroServ, just purely just SecuroServ businesses. And I said, look, if another business comes in and say, I want to run here, I'm not going to say, no, we're going to have a SecuroServ business. But, I'll be honest, the majority of business owners, in my opinion, kind of are in SecuroServ, right? Like, a lot of the key people, like take someone like Helios or yourself, or someone like Risto, who's big in like the event space, and it's there's a lot of key people that correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't really think of that many people who run businesses outside of SecuroServ.
I am currently I'll be honest, yours are the most active, I would have to say, that I noted. I remember someone else that we would be frequent neighbors with was someone in Cuddles who did like voodoo dolls.
Oh yes. Cuddle, we do actually want to bring Cuddles into SecuroServ, but I've not managed to catch it yet. Some of her work is excellent.
Indeed, quite talented.
Well, I'm gonna leave you go because you're probably very busy and probably have a million people to speak to.
A lot of catching up.
But I'll definitely pass that on to Benjamin. Okay.
Perfect. All right, and I will keep you updated.
All right. See you later, Eliza.
Kiflam.
All right. Kiflam.
Yeah. Stop scrapping. Never. Oh. How did they all leave? That should be good enough. All right, well. Wonderful news!
What?
We are going to have our own booth at the court center.
Like a permanent booth?
Permanent booth.
Beautiful.
So
we'll be. They talked to me. On that phone, you said somebody talked to Diego.
Wait, did I?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to remember what the context for it was.
Then you said something about a full member.
Oh yes. So Seth Hayes, who does the trading cards, is looking to do a like a full sort of Nu Epsilon launch. So for anyone who hasn't gotten a card done with him yet and who is interested, I'll be more than happy to get you in contact.
Great. I never got one.
I never got one either.
I'll check in with him because I know you both have done interviews with him, yes?
I just never gave him the fun fact. Or whatever. We were going to do the tiny link, but I never did it.
I'll talk to him about that and get that caught up. And then so Benjamin, who works with SecuroServ, will be reaching out to us in the next couple of days, since he is working on the storefront designs. And I brought up the idea of what we had discussed before. It seems like the court center has had a lot of turnover in regards to the people running it. So we'll see how this goes. But I mentioned the sort of welcome center / sort of meditation spot vibe that we had kind of discussed before. Sort of a one-stop shop for anything people may want to order from us, whether it's videotapes or plushies, flowers, books, etc.
So what I'm hearing, we're taking over the court center and renaming it the craft center.
Oh, yes.
Something adjacent to that, which of course won't stop our usual giveaways for bouquets and plushies. It'll just be simply, if they are going to do it the way that it was envisioned about a month ago, you don't necessarily need to have someone there to man the register. People can go and make orders of their own, but we do want to incentivize, interpersonal, conversation, etc. So I will definitely be looking to EJ for your insights in regards to that.
Oh, okay.
Since you have been doing the bulk of the deliveries as of late.
Yeah. Also, was there supposed to be an event today?
Not that I was planning, but if there was. Well, that's neither here nor there. I hope y'all can forgive me for being a phone guy.
It's okay. I was a phone guy when you guys were gone because everyone called me.
Yeah,
and then people called me a phone guy.
Yeah. That's crazy, honestly.
Well, at any rate, some pretty fun developments here. I'm excited to see where it goes. I will, yeah, I'll check in with Seth in regards to, well, at least when, when my phone service is back up. It looks like, yeah, it looks like I got, 2 bars here. At any rate, I received another missed call from DC, so I'll have to check in with him. Actually, I owe the prison a proper visit. It's been a couple days.
Oh yeah, a lot of people have been getting a lot of flowers for, you know. Let me just make a quick call.
Indeed.
For Abby.
Indeed.
Someone's name is Warman Cootersug the Third.
Cooter! Huh.
Must be a family name. Totally legit,
Beautiful.
not shady tow service.
Oh, well, sounds legit to me.
It does. These phone issues. Maybe the cell tower's down?
I was about to say, maybe it's all of the satellites we have on the building. Perhaps. Oh, I should probably put an order in for tables and chairs, I imagine. Simply
Did
so
Clay
we can
do that, or
that is
that
actually
on
an excellent question. I should probably check in with him and see if he's done it first.
Has anyone seen him today?
No.
Not as of yet.
I don't think I saw him yesterday either.
Yeah, same.
You know what I'm due for? A turnabout the center. Then I shall wait until I check in with him and also just make sure that the blueprints are all settled before I order anything. The last thing I want is well, what I almost always do is I'll order stuff and then realize, but I missed a thing.
Indeed. And then when you go back to buy the thing, you buy more than you needed. Because it sucks you in.
This is
like
quite
every time
true.
I go to it's this really posh French store called Target. And it sucks you in like an Eye of Sauron, and then you black out, and $400 later you left with everything but what you came for.
As is the way.
I can't wait to hear our interview on the radio tonight.
I am quite intrigued. Did he say it was going to be tonight?
He said it was going straight to the editing bay and that we should be able to hear it in about 2 hours.
Well. I'll admit the excitement of the interview. I missed that.
Well, I wanted to make sure we knew when we could listen to our debut.
Indeed. I guess this is our first time being heard live on radio, I suppose.
But he said live, but it's like not really live. Because he pre-recorded it.
Yeah, it's recorded live, and then the broadcast itself is live, but the interview is not live. What a conundrum.
Right. But he said coming to you live from Nu Epsilon.
So it's not live, but it is
No.
live.
Is it like a time travel thing? It's live
Lil
then, but it'll
Magooby,
be live now.
Yeah, we
because
know
it's
about it.
already
We're just
live,
talking about
but
it
then
in
it'll be live
character.
again. Because it hasn't happened yet, but it has happened before.
Linear time. What a conundrum.
These cameras always here?
Yeah, they're remnants from, an old era, a bygone age.
Speaking of bygone, I have a question for you, Eliza. Do you think that maybe that guy that did the, security work, do you think he turned on these cameras for his employer?
Undoubtedly.
Poor EJ.
Indeed.
Indeed. How much time has transpired since
our interview?
Indeed.
I don't know.
Pretty soon, right?
Almost 2 hours, right? Maybe.
I suppose such. Oh. Well, with all of these service interruptions, I know not.
I know.
Oh, should we? We could throw a little party for ourselves. Gather around. I can move some of the chairs from upstairs to put around the radio for us to listen to.
Now, he said that we could listen to it in the radio inside, but could we listen to it at any radio?
Oh. I suppose such, yes.
And he said everyone's going to hear this broadcast.
He did say such. Huh. Certainly it'll go well, yes?
Oh, absolutely not.
I mean, I was about to say I really tried to use my media training and I wasn't sure if the questions were too bland.
No, I feel like that guy's a little sketch.
All right, BRB chat, BRB. We got too close to the truth. We got too close to the truth. Chat, we're a little over 2 hours into stream. Right now is an excellent time to check in. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Grab a snack if you haven't had a snack in a hot second. And whether you're kicking it in chat or chilling and lurking, I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging while we do some lore catch-ups. Oh. It's a whole entire server reset. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, I see you. RP detected. Storms are coming. Storms are coming, everybody. Chat, thank you again for hanging out. For those of you who came in with the raid from Capped, I really appreciate you. I hope you're enjoying the RP today. Thank you for hanging in there, even though it's a lot of me yapping and catching up with stuff, because I was gone for a couple days. I hope you've been enjoying the RP. This storyline is really interesting. Eliza hasn't had time to really fully absorb what Diego is talking about. Eliza's worried because there are parallels to what Diego is saying and what Barry has said in the past. So there's definitely concern there, but Eliza is doing her best, even if she's struggling to to stick to her word in regards to giving people a little more breathing room in regards to trust and basically not mother henning so much. The real Jub Jub, really? Honestly, mood. Honestly, fair. Let's see. We're in a little bit of refresh purgatory, and that is okay. Honestly, fair, right? He has every right to do that. Chat, I hope you all are having a lovely week so far. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Eliza just got a lot of stuff there. The fact that Diego and Edgar were discussing the Oracle in the Faceless, I think, does make Eliza quite uneasy. Ooh. Loading server variables. I'll just wait. I'll be patient. Dexted, literally, that is why Eliza was having them hand out the medallions. And I actually need to finish cooking up. I was trying to do some sort of diamond thing in Blender, but I think some of the masks I was trying to use just weren't working very well. So I'll have to play around with it a bit more. Ha da 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 da. I love how complicated this makes things. I really like how this is forcing Eliza to kind of confront some issues. Because she was lying earlier when she said that she wasn't scared of Edgar. She's 100% scared of Edgar. She's 100% scared of that man. She's scared of a lot of things. But her reasoning behind it was true, right? Like, of course she's scared for her life, but she's, to some degree or another, more worried about other people. Diego, Ashton. Because she's seen others. Halen, Barry, Stewie, etc. Ooh, okay, we might be in a little bit of server reset purgatory, and that's okay. Does anything last forever? I don't know. Maybe we're near the end. As I don't know how can we go on together now that we've grown apart? We're the only way to start. Yeah, Eliza 100% is questioning Jordan. I know this is going to be the most annoying answer of all time, Dexton, but I'm going to say no to clips. I wish I could explain why, but clip watching legitimately just takes me out. Like, of course, like, y'all share very wonderful and lovely clips, but it's like, even if it's not directly involved with my character's storyline, it's like, this is meta knowledge. Why would I know this? Even if it's not related to my character's stuff. Makes me feel like I have to react to stuff. Like I'm taking someone else's content and using it to pass time when I am incapable of doing so myself. Because I don't want to be that guy, you know? And I know that's an annoying thing to say, and I will acknowledge it. I will acknowledge it. Because I have been such a good noodle. 99.99% of the time, I've been such a good noodle. Not watching any NoPixel RP clips or anything. Server is loading or failed to load. legitimately, the only 4.0 I have actually watched was when I took an RP break and watched the, not this most recent round, but the round before that of Survival. I didn't watch the entire thing, but I did watch bits and pieces in between doing work stuff. I just had it on in the background. Yeah, clips are a slippery slope to meta. I think I simply have an aversion to react content. And I think it's because of my own, perhaps misplaced, I don't know, misplaced pompous attitude about not wanting to come across as insincere. Like I have to performatively enjoy something, or it'll hurt someone's feelings, which is such a snotty way to think about it, right? Like, if I'm not laughing at this clip, someone's gonna get the idea in their head that I, like, don't like this streamer, or I don't have a sense of humor. It's like, no, it's because I don't care. I don't react to stuff that much. If I feel like I have to react to something, my brain immediately goes, no. I refuse. Chat, you want some meta? Is this meta? Wait, you're here. You're here with me, so technically it's not meta. Zweller! Zweller, how about that One Piece, huh? It's getting spicy! I guess it's been spicy. Let's be honest. Chat, very brief, very brief spoiler for One Piece. Yo, if it's... I had a little bit of taste of Usopp Elbaf, you know. Slay King. Soja King? No, Slay King. Let this man have his Elbaf arc, please! I'm such an Usopp apologist, chat. Right? I'm still relatively new in comparison to the broad scope of the entire fandom, right? In comparison to the fact that this has been going on for 20 plus years, right? I've only been on the train for less than a year, right? But I am, oh, I know, a little more than a year. Because it took me a hot while to catch up. But chat, I'm such an Usopp apologist. And when he Sniper King'd the Arrow Lady, let me tell ya, I was hooting and hollering. And a little horrified, because I was like, oh damn. They're really just gonna blow up this lady. And then spoiler, you know. Also have to turn off that stream elements alert because that is a lie. Okay, chat, I'm gonna show you something that I'm working on. So, I figured out what my issue is. My issue is in relation to, like, mind maps and stuff. My brain simply do not work that way. So, I'm getting the framework for this stuff set up. Seth! Yeah, it's the waiting room. It's the waiting room while I try to load back in. Hello! How's it going? What? Why did you delete Seth's message? Dexton, what? Seth, I saw your message, and I say, get bullied. Oh, no. Here, alright, so I figured out why the mind map thing was not working for me. And I think it might be a little bit of, like, neuro-spicy for me. Like, as to why I find it... Like, I wish I could explain why. It's just difficult for me to, like, conglomerate information like that together. Whereas I think, like, piles of information just grouped together is easier for me, if that makes sense. Oh, Sweller, that's okay. Hey, life happens, you know? Life happens. So, I've been working on this, which, depending on how this goes, I wanted to find a way where Eliza would have this information that is easily accessible by whoever pulls like a book out of the filing cabinet in the redacted space at the Epsilon Center, right? Here's the thing. It's one of those high risk, medium reward kind of moves. But just the idea of having files on a bunch of people, I think, is a risky move, right? Because it could put Eliza in a fuck ton of trouble. But also, it could be fun if someone ends up stealing it and making it a little spicy, right? So we've got... I'm trying to get this pulled together to some degree. I've got some loose notes on different individuals of interest. So I'll have to... this is just the bare... Why do I have 40 of these? This is embarrassing. So this is the bare minimum, but just the idea... Right, yeah! It can create spicy RP. Because the smart thing to do, right? The smart thing to do would be to, you know, have it where no one else can touch it. And I think for the sake of, I guess, meta guarding, that's probably a good idea, because you don't want to blow the RP load right away, to be crass about it. But, especially with all of the information Eliza's been gathering, there is value in creating vulnerability with that, I think. And it could also blow up and bite us in the butt, right? It could 100% do that. But, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I also don't want to get too... Like, I want to play my character smartly, right? I want to play my character, I want to play Eliza to the top of their intelligence, but I don't want to get so overprotective of the character that I don't allow room to let the character have bad days or make mistakes. Now, are there times where I'm like, man, the character's had so many bad days in a row. This probably isn't fun to watch. Let's see if we can manufacture, I don't know, a good day for them, maybe. But that's just the line you gotta tread, right? Because especially if you're role-playing on a server with other people and other storylines, you can't always dictate that. Really? Hell yeah. This is an educational stream, by the way, chat. This is an educational stream. Failed to fetch server variables. That's okay. Oh no, chat. We're gonna miss the radio broadcast. That's okay. I think all I can say to that is I read more books than I talked to people when I was a kid. And then just an embarrassing amount of theater. Alright, chat. No telling when the server will be back up, I imagine. The devs are busting their asses, getting it back up. I know jack shit about tech, so I can barely imagine how tricky these things can be. But, in the meantime, if anyone has any questions they would like to ask, or comments they would like to make, Ooh, you know what? Okay, Sir Francis Bacon mentioned, vocabulary and whatnot. Chat, what is a word that I overuse that you wish you could ban me from saying? Kool-Aid! Oh, that's something I want to tread around somewhat carefully. Because I think in a perfect world, we could totally do riffs and jokes on that. But I also got to remember that, like, they're real people who have, connections to that tragedy. So not to be too much of a Weenie Hut Jr. about it. I just want to make sure I'm like, yeah, it's one of the, yeah, it might be too on the nose. It might be, but doesn't mean I won't consider it. Grape juice instead. Instead of Kool-Aid, it'll be... Actually, wasn't it actually Flavor Aid? Wasn't that the whole thing with Jonestown? It wasn't Kool-Aid, it was actually Flavor Aid that was provided. Yeah, 420 Warlock, yeah! Yeah, see, we got scholars in chat here. We got scholars in chat! It is so funny. I wonder if it's one of those, kind of like brand name superseding the object name moments, or was there like a PR conspiracy where Flavor Aid was like, okay, we got Tang with their fucking astronaut powder, then we got Kool-Aid with their really cool guy smashing through walls, screaming affirmations at children. We gotta find a way to fix our brand. What if we just hard pivot this Jonestown thing onto Kool-Aid? Oh, decoy! That is actually a really good question. When you are performing high emotionally intense scenes like Eliza's 2-hour crash out over Diego and Ashton going to the lighthouse, do you find those scenes cathartic or more draining or something else? I like to say a mix of them, right? I would say the catharsis comes from... How do I explain it? This is gonna sound... Okay, chat, this is gonna sound so oofy-doofy, like woo-woo, like nerd goofy. So feel free to take this with a grain of salt, right? But, y'all know how people sometimes talk about, like, being in a flow state when they're doing something competitively or when they're performing something? This is gonna sound so goofy. It's kind of the idea of kind of locking the fuck in and being like, okay, this is like an intense emotional scene, and I want to make sure I'm providing enough space for my scene partners to have their reactions and do their things. So, depending on how quotation marks successful I think that scene was with conveying a certain story beat or something, I would consider that cathartic, but more often than not, I don't know if draining's the right word. I'll use draining here. It can be draining at times. But it's one of those things where I feel like I've had the right amount of theater and improv experience / training to where I know what my physical limits are when it comes to, like, sense memory stuff. If that answers your question. Ooh, name one person you wish you could instantly trust and bring into the inner circle. Is this just anybody? Epsilon or non-Epsilon? Anyone we could instantly trust and bring into the inner circle? Ooh. Oh, man. If she didn't talk so much... this is gonna sound bad. If she wasn't so generous with her information, Princess would be a pretty great, like, side... Like, shadow inner circle member. And this is from Eliza's POV, I will say. From Eliza's POV. Princess is very generous and forthcoming with information. which is a great thing, but also potentially troublesome for Eliza. That's the best way I can describe it. Totally conspiracy with the Kool-Aid. Yeah. Well, that's really nice. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, she would be great. Spreads RP like the plague? This is so true. Ah! Nano, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, let's rewind that real quick. Oh, yes, you know, when I'm thinking about performing emotionally vulnerable scenes, I think of actors that I look up to, you know, performances from the likes of, you know, Philip Seymour Hoffman or Viola Davis, and Nano Horschlong, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, if Eliza had to change Nu Epsilon color from blue to another color, what would it be? Oh, this is a good question. Huh. This is a really good question. I think symbolism will be something that very much is important. Huh. Something enthusiastic and warming. Perhaps. Maybe like a minty green? Maybe a minty green, because it's calming. I think, you know what, it depends on the angle, right? If Eliza was switching it with Nu Epsilon, we'd say minty green. If we're talking old Epsilon, I'd say like gold. Like a garish, like bronzed gold. My actual answer would be like a minty green. Hospital colors, you know what I'm saying? .420 Warlock, that is incredibly intriguing. That'll be really interesting. Right. Does anyone know if anyone else has gotten on the server yet? I'm just checking. Nope, gotcha. Good to know, good to know. Thank you, chat. Still down? That's alright, we can do a little talkback session here. None that you've seen? Okay, cool. Then I will stop trying to load in, and I will let people do what they're doing. Hell yeah. W chat. Hey, lurkers, you're W too. Hey, lurkers, you are W Pog Gamers also, as well. This might be a good opportunity to... Ooh, Spot! That's a great question! Is there any more big lore with Eliza and her backstory that hasn't come up yet in RP? There is something that is old Epsilon program adjacent that hasn't quite come up yet. But essentially, I'm debating how it'll weave in, if it will weave in, especially since we've kind of pivoted the energy of the character since we started playing Eliza, but yeah, I will say, yes? Question mark? I wouldn't say it's big, but it is an indicator of her thought process of the world around her, and it is related to old Epsilon program stuff. I know that was kind of a vague answer, but yeah. That's the best descriptor I've got. Yeah, yeah. Write that down, write that down. Is there any RP arc where you wish you just didn't have to deal with anymore? The sex cult stuff. I will say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. I think I've been pretty vocal about it, which is not to discount anyone's fun, right? I'm not trying to shit on anyone's fun. I can see how it's funny. I can see how it's entertaining for people. It's just one of those things where it's like, please, can we just do something else, please? Please! Anything I beg of you, please! Oh, also, I forgot to turn yeah off. I'll do that real quick before I forget. Which, again, a reminder, you know, if anyone does make that joke, like, be chill. Don't send any negative vibes to their chat or anything, right? Because it's just people that are yes-anding the RP that's been put in front of them, right? If no more sex cults. Yeah, chat, I will... Chat, I will roleplay with all of the streamers you want me to roleplay with if no more sex cult. Chat, that's a joke. I'm saying it as a bit. As a J. So dumb. But yeah, just a reminder, chat, you know, if I say that there's something I may not be a huge fan of in RP, and I try to make sure I'm, you know, not that there's anything really super egregious that I'm ever like, boo, that I ever overtly dislike or anything. But if I ever say that, like, this isn't my cup of tea, that's not a commentary on, you know, any particular streamer or any style of RP, right? And I know a lot of you here are already good noodles, but I feel like it kind of bears repeating to some degree. Because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to hammer it over the head too much. Well, I do recognize my inherent responsibility, while even though I am just a dude making pee-pee poo-poo butthole jokes for entertainment, I still gotta be responsible, you know what I'm saying? If I could force perma any character, who would it be? Benjamin. Oh, what was what was Eliza even saying? Decoy, your guess is as good as mine. That's crazy. Honestly, any Kyle Lies character on the list. Like, get him out. Actually, wait, no. Kenzie McCormick, because she's been missing. Bring her back. I know Eliza's barely even interacted with her, but bring her back. I'll drop everything in my storyline and become a Kenzie McCormick groupie. Bring her back. Hell yeah. Ooh, okay. It seems like server is still down. So we have options in front of us, chat. I could summon. I could summon something happening by. Do I have any upcoming guests for the role in the player spot? Excellent question. I had some stuff come up IRL, so I haven't been able to be on top of that as I would like, but there are some people that I would really like to ask. Actually, chat, here's an excellent opportunity for you all to put your suggestions. So for those of you who may be new here and have no idea what we're talking about, I host a relatively new podcast called The Role and the Player, which is a 2-part podcast where the first half we interview someone in character as their character about their life in Los Santos, their dreams, their fears, all of that jazz, right? And then the second half of the interview, we interview the role player behind the character, kind of get into a little bit of talk and shop about role play, talk about their, their life outside of role play, all of that jazz. And I had a lot of really, really fun guests so far. And I'm quite curious, chat, if you all have any dream guests you would like to see on the pod. Yeah, there is. Ooh, those would be fun guests. Those indeed would be fun guests. Here, I can't believe I don't actually have a command for this. Let me whip it up real quick. Seth and Sammy? Oh, yeah, Captain Peppo, yeah. David wonders. Ooh, CJ, Actually, I can't believe I don't have this set up already. Wow, underprepared is what I am. Delver? Oh, Delver's hilarious. We could make it work, Dexton. We could make it work. It would be me yapping a lot, but we could make it work. Chatterbox? Ooh. Chatterbox would be an incredible guest. Y'all are making like some really good ass suggestions. With your power of RP, anything can happen. This is true. This indeed is true. Sunny! Sunny Savannah! Yeah, that would be pretty great. That would be pretty cool. Oh, wait, for a visual element? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Beep bop boop. 1 second, chat. I didn't even realize until right now that I did not actually have a... I did not have a chat command set up for this. So underprepared. L streamer. Got it together. Okay, bam. Yeah, let's pull up the RSS feed. That feels like the most reasonable thing to put. Ba-bam. And then we'll get this baddie, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do this, and we'll do this. Ba-bam. Bam. Work! It didn't work. Oh, wait, is this because I... Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't do it right. Yes, professionalism on display here today. As always. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Okay, fixed it. Fixed it. Ow! Chat. It's right there. Wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. Ooh! Y'all are dropping some really good suggestions here. Pico? I'm trying to think. I think my other character, Chastity, interacted with them a couple of times. Amadeus Gryffindor would be so funny. That'd be so funny. Yeah. He's got bants. He's got the banters. Indeed. Indeed. Hell yeah. I definitely need to work on some of the visual elements of the podcast, because I know that's something that we've been getting totally reasonable critiques on. For like the video elements of it when we do the live stream. Also, sorry, I'll stop tapping on my mic. Ah, that's right. Thank you, Spot. Yeah. Spot just shouted out the Discord channel where we have a specific channel dedicated to the role in the player stuff, where people can submit like suggestions for guests, questions, and also as a part of each podcast we have a submission section where people can, you know, submit their questions or even just like compliments for our hype section that we do at the end of each pod. That might be one of my favorite things that's developed from the process of, you know, doing the first couple of episodes of the podcast, is the why do we love insert name here section. I like it. It's just a great way to, you know, shower my friends with compliments and stuff. It's wholesome. Wow. All right, let's see. Okay, that should be saved. Ha da 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 da. Has this not been playing? Oh, no, it hasn't. Okay, there we go, chat. I didn't realize it wasn't playing. Oh, guess what? Okay, there we go. There we go. Ew. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything we want. You know the name. We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got no money, honey, we got your disease. What? That's crazy to me. Goodness, what an interesting day. I think Eliza has been so whelmed. I don't know if overwhelmed, but certainly whelmed with information that she quite hasn't processed on how to react to things quite yet. Actually, oh, you know what? I should have done this minutes ago. Chat, I will be right back. I'm gonna re-up on my tea. And I know I've had plenty of time to do this. I have had plenty of time to do this. Here, chat, here's a game. Here's a game for you. Okay, there you go. Wow, special game for you all. I'll be right back. Literally had like 20 whole ass minutes to do this, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do this now. Right when we're loading in. Alright, hey chat, polite request, please no rioting while I am gone. Thank you so much for your patience, chat. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh, excuse me. Just had to go take care of something real quick and we should be set for a while here. Bounty? Ooh. Server having a little bit of fart time again. Excuse me. Ah. Requesting server variables purgatory. That's okay. We could goof off in Blender. We could do that. We have a couple of options. Here, I'll run a poll. Chat! While we're waiting for server to restart, I got a poll for you! A special poll that I made just for you! In chat, whether you are a chatter or a lurker, VOD watchers, I'm sorry you can't be involved in this, but while we're waiting, we have some options. We could goof off in Blender, we could do a NoPixel character tier list, we can work on our Pepe Sylvia files, or we could just chill. Chat, I swear to crap, if you all do another tie, I'm ending stream, I'm deleting my account, I'm eating myself off of the planet. Lady!
Lane
Woo!
Yaxo, thanks for 13 months.
13? That is wild. That is wild. Lainey, thank you so much for the 13 months. Excuse me. I hope you're having an amazing day. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Chat, Lainey's our first guest. We were just talking about the podcast a little bit ago. Lainey is our first guest and the best possible first guest we could have had for the pod. The relative that I've been taking care of has actually listened to a couple of episodes and said that lady was one of their favorites. It's not kind if it's true. Facts! Facts! Just telling it as it is, you know? Just telling them, calling them as I see them. Okay, okay. Y'all churning out these points, okay. Lainey, thank you so much! Hopefully whatever loading in is relatively painless for you. Ew. Let's see. Is it this one? Oh yeah, it's still shit in the bed. That's okay. That's okay. We'll wait. We'll be patient, Noodles. We'll wait. Let's see. Okay, we need to do another really dumb. Okay, we need to do another super fucking dumb tier list. Okay, another tier list? Okay, chat. Last time we did one of these, it was, characters that are allowed to call me, allowed to call me a certain name. A certain term that is generally frowned upon by the wider universe. Now the question is, here, I'll let y'all finish this round before I. Okay, I feel like this connections round is particularly cursed. What is even going on? Here, let's turn on some tunes. We're vibing. We're chilling. Alright. Over the past month or so, I've become such an unabashed, just BB no money head. Okay, we're getting rid of this, chat. I'm taking away your game. Because we're doing this instead. My game! We could multitask. That is something we could reasonably do. We could multitask. La 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 la. I do not qualify for mother material. I'm like uncle at best. Okay, chat, we gotta think of... I gotta think of a good one, because the last one we did was NoPixel characters that are allowed to call me, Kaylee, the F-slur. Give toy! Yeah, Baby No Money is such a vibe. So what's our unhinged tier ranking gonna be this time? What in the shit? It was unhinged. It was very unhinged. Play game, no vote? Y'all voted. This was a democratic process. And I'm respecting it. I am respecting the democratic process. Let's see. There's a couple of ways we can take this. We could do it as like characters most likely to be allowed in the triumvirate of Nu Epsilon. We could do that. We could do... Pardon me. I was too busy to vote, and now I'm upset with the results. Let's see. Who would you want in your D&D party? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Ooh, we could change it like different D&D classes. Which country's democratic process? Yeah, okay, yeah. So we could do, NoPixel cares. NoPixel characters as D&D classes. Let's see. Will we have enough room? Hold on. What animal would we pick? Probably a dove, right? That's one of the symbolic ones. So we could do like... Oh no. Extra rows? So many. It's so many. So many options. Stop. Ah! Ah! So many! Buyer's remorse. Let's see. We got barbarian, bard, druid, cleric. Paladin. No! No! You frick? You freaking frick? I'm not gonna lie, this is too many options. It's too many. It's too many. It's too much. This is too many. This is too many. It's too many. Because half of them are gonna be fighter anyways. Most of them are gonna be fighter anyways. We'll see. You know what? That is fair. Okay. All right. We'll try this again. We'll try this again. We'll try this again. NP chairs as D&D. As D&D classes. Yeah, 15 seconds. That's all I'm doing. Show extra rows. All right. Oh! Yeah, fighter, healer, mage, thief. Ooh. Here, we'll do God. We'll do deity. Uh-huh. 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 A fighter, right? How about deity, fighter, healer, mage, thief? NPC. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah, easy. Create live event. And then I just gotta... Okay, perfect. Is that... Okay, perfect! Okay, easy peasy. All right, chat. If you want to join and you want to vote along with our tier list, hop on in. Last time we did this, it took so long. I'm not gonna lie, chat. If I don't know the character, I'm straight up skipping them. I'm gonna skip them. It is not disrespect to that particular character or that role player. I just simply do not know that man. Or that woman. Or that character, period. All right, chat. You're gonna get 15 seconds on each of these. "15 seconds. That's what we got. And if you want to play along, I got the message pinned at the top of chat here. Bam. So you can go to that link and you can play along. Yeah, Barry is fighter easy. All right, chat. Are you ready? Because we're just jumping in. We're just jumping in. All right. Yeah, Barry's fighter easy. Yep. The timer's gonna go fast. It's gonna whip by fast. Ooh! Honestly, I don't know this character super well, but I know a lot of people do. I'll say the vibe. Maybe the vibe? Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Ooh. But yeah, chat, you can join that link. Ziggy. Rapid fire tier list. It's gonna be the most rapid. It's gonna be the most fire. Yeah, yeah. Nana Banana. Honestly, I kind of get thief vibes. I could also be wrong. James Rue. I do not know the character, so I will abstain from voting. Chaos magic. I'm getting some real Umberlee vibes from this. Nana Banana match. Hank Clover. Again, chat, if I don't know the character, it has no commentary on that role player or that character, period. Lottie! Yeah. Like a chaotic healer. Like a trickster domain cleric. Oh wow, okay, this one was unanimous. Okay. This is very rapid fire. Carby! Hi, Carby. Osvaldo? Oh, yeah. Osvaldo. Oh, man. Yeah, he's got a... He's like... another trickster domain sort of fella. Carby, how's it going? Congrats again on the in-character wedding! The ghost of TJ Walker. I mean... Yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I mean, come on. If we're talking about, like, the closest equivalent we've got to Asmodeus on the server, come on now. Chat, if you're not already, make sure that you give me, Carby, a big ol' follow. Plays, Joanna Golden, aka JoJo. Incredible role player. Amazing vibes. Ooh. Thank you, Carby. You give me too much credit because I did not know what I was doing. I'm changing my mind. I can't. I did not know what I was doing the entire time. Nino. Obvious bard, right? I feel as though, like, Nino's go-to is, like, silvery barbs. Just silvery barbs everything. Oh, yeah, thief, easy. Yeah, the Carby's the best, right? Ooh. Honestly, he's kind of like a trickster god in a way, right? A successful wedding. It was... I had never been in that location, even in playing base game GTA. Or maybe I have. A lot of options for this one. Now you're in jail. Wow, this one's pretty split. Okay, chat. Okay. Sonia Summers. You know what? Yeah. Big cleric vibes. Listen! And boy, you're gonna die tonight. You know? Oh, yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, Mike Stargazer, yeah. Oh. How could Scotty be? Yeah, based on vibes? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. I'm getting like maybe monk vibes, maybe. Thief. I goofed it. That's okay. Really? Ooh, yeah. Like, we're thinking like a bard that also has like a healing focus, right? Right? That's what I'm thinking. Healing word. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Redinkleaf. Honestly, maybe a little bit of Radagast the Brown in a way. And that is why I'm voting mage. Whenever I played a base game GTA, it was mostly breaking into Fort Zancudo and stealing the jets. Ooh, pigeon. I don't know a whole lot about the character TBQH, but I'll roll with that. Fresh off the boat. Margot! Oh my gosh, if we're gonna talk about... Yeah. I almost did mage for like the whole lich vibe, but I think we can all fundamentally agree. Marco, my beloved. How you doing? Well, hi. I have no idea what this ad is. I'll be perfectly honest. I have no idea what this is. Marco is deity adjacent, I will agree. Ooh, SK. Yeah, that's a fighter right there. Yeah, that's a fighter right there. Okay, honestly, kudos and shoutouts to whoever like made this tier list, because this is pretty. I like the way that they're set up with the character name and the streamer's name on it. Pretty cool. It's so pretty. It's very pleasant with like the halo that's around them a little bit. Like I mentioned before, chat, just because I do not know a character is not an implication or a statement on their value as a role player or my opinion on them. I just simply have not watched any 4.0 except for the little bit that I did when I was taking my RP break. They do! They feel like stickers! Yeah! Yeah, out of the time zone. Yerp. We can make it all night. Johnny Paps! I mean, we're talking Bard, right? Yeah. Yeah. So many people, yeah, the real Jub, yep. A lot of people. Yeah, it's a large chunk of people, but not a lot of people that we personally interact with, by and far. Larry Knox. Yeah. I'm thinking another, like, trickster domain kind of individual. Like high charisma scores. I think at least knowing the character's lore a little bit, yeah, I have to agree. I don't think we need to say what specific D&D deity may or may not be related. We don't need to say it. Jackie Snow! He's the one that invented America, right? Is Jackie Snow the one that invented America? I'm trying to remember the bit. Ooh, thank you, the real Jub Jub. V. Hernandez, I'll admit, do not know. Susie Carmichael! Probably more here, right? Okay, cool. I like how a bunch of them popped up at the same time. Just a little gonna show you what it's that. Hell yeah. Funnily enough, a lot of these seem pretty straight. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be more of a debate to some degree. Server's back! Thank you, NY Charlie, thank you. Alright, we'll wrap this up, and then we'll hop back on server. Ooh, Flippy. Flippy's got, like... From what little I know, Flippy's kind of got that, like paladin vibes, you know what I'm saying? January Foos. Oh, okay, this is another one where it's pretty split. Okay. That's fun. It's really fun to see who ends up fitting into the healer category. Unanimous. Okay. Also, thank you for the updates, everybody. Finder, I think. I could also be wrong. Ooh. Ooh, this one's I'm a little split down. Sister Anya would be a healer. Oh, absolutely. Not even a question. Ace Carter! You're... I was debating between that or Thief, maybe, but I think I might be thinking a little too narrowly. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. What's up? Reminder chat, if you want to join in on voting, if you want to join in on voting here, feel free to click on the link that's pinned at the top of chat. Actually surprised we haven't gotten more clowns yet, but also we got a chunk. We got a chunk. Ooh, Tommy Oliver. I could also be wrong. Windsong. Windsong, quintessential bard. I think. I could be wrong. Thing is, with some characters, I don't want to skew it with my inaccurate guess. Ooh, Reggie might. You're. Agreed. To be born again, baby. My voice is so shot, chat. Raymond Romanov. I imagine fighter, yeah? Yeah. Ooh. Marlowe. Marlowe kind of gives me, from what I know, kind of give me some Bard vibes. I probably should have gone with Thief. Deity. Ooh. Thief? Alter ego. Huh. We have a lot of people to get through. Well, you know what? We're making decent time. Debating whether or not I should just straight up skip people I don't know, but I don't want to take away the opportunity for y'all to vote. Like a ranger is more what I'm thinking. Flurry of arrows! Benji Ramos. Broken Oath Paladin? Yeah? I'm not super familiar with this character. It's a little tricky with some, like, more, like, higher profile crim characters to not immediately go thief! Thief! Ooh. You know? I'll have to go off of Chastity Marie's interactions with him at MRPD. That's the only context I have for the character. It's so funny to see who is considered, like, deity level for the votes. Loot's not too difficult to hear. Sorry, not hear. Learn how to play. Ooh! I'm getting mage vibes. Ooh, uh-huh. What the fuck is this? Ooh. Huh. I'll have to say... Bam. Paladin. I have to admit, Fleener's such a funny last name to me. Is it because it sounds like wiener? Am I just immature? A bit, yeah. It doesn't influence it. Paladin! Summon steed! Ooh, I'm wrong. That's fun. Martin Banks. Another trickster domain kind of individual. Kaylee, do you only know like 3 different domains? Yes. Yes. Buttery bees! Yes, indeed! Oh, I don't know why the link isn't up there anymore. Here. Babam. Let's fix that. Unless it's been longer than 40 minutes, then that is poor insight on my part. There we go. Chat, if you want to join the vote, hop on in that link right at the top of chat there. BBNO $. That's me. That's right. That's me. That's right. I-M-H-I-M. Oh, tricky, tricky. I'll go with that one. Wow, this one's contentious. I love that. I love that. I love that. Look at all these opinions. Okay. Ooh, Skipper. From the few interactions we've had. High mage potential, I'll say. Like, warlock. Wait, am I just saying that because of the... Wait, did I just get influenced psychologically? Like, I'm getting warlock vibes from this for some reason. I know! So dumb. So dumb. Ooh! Honestly, quintessential rogue, I think. Quintessential. But I won't cry. Oh, ooh. I think this will be tricky because I don't necessarily want to say thief for all of the clowns or go bard adjacent, but I have to say healer for Twinkles. At least based off of my character's interactions with him. Oh, clown mom? Yeah. Gotta throw her in the deity category. Arcane Trickster? Oh, Dexton, that's good. That's real good. Ooh, the split on this. That's fun. Stumbles, fumbles. For those of you who have been putting healer, I am so curious. Is there a particular class that we're thinking? The Devil of Grapeseed. That's kind of funny. City! Quintessential bard. knowledge of lore, Bard? Party hardy. Like that Sage Stoic back class. Yeah. Yeah. Party hardy also gives me like warlock vibes. It kind of depends, Dexton. That is a really good question. That is a really good question. He has to be a fighter. Orchid. Healers heal your soul. Kirk Jerkums. I say this respectfully. Kirk, I know this is going against the flow a little bit. Kirk does give me, like, Lich vibes. Am I wrong in saying that? Oh, a deity is someone who falls in 3. Oh, really? I guess we never really defined what qualifies as a deity.